Welcome everyone to Totally Online Gaming Group's D&D 5th Edition campaign, The Blackest Heart. We're glad you guys could join us. Sorry, we're just a few seconds late. We've got a new layout and everything, so kind of had to work the video feeds a little bit. So hopefully you have been hanging out and watching the pre-show video, so you got all the important info. But as always, we have to give our special shout out to Critical Hit Gaming Supplies, so go ahead, take it away, Jacob.
Critical Hit Gaming Supplies, a lovely website to fit all of your D&D needs. You can find dice trays, dice bags, play mats, as well as gaming miniatures, and many more. Now, for the gaming miniatures, they have quite a selection on their store. If there's anything that you specifically want that you don't see that it's there, you can always go to their Contact Us right next to their My Account and Cart on their website and apply to get one for yourself. And you can also still use the TOGG TOGG 15 for 15% off of any order. Back to you, friend.
Outstanding. All right, thank you. So he was he was channeling. He was channeling some French person that he knew, I guess. So.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna hold it over your head forever now. So
our very own discount Sam Riegel. So all right. So that's it for announcements. Unless anybody has anything else. Nope. All right. So without further ado, we bring you The Blackest Heart. Alright, and we are back. Okay, so to fill you in on where we left off and to remind my players where we left off, you guys had done a little sleuthing around Oak's tribe after his big battle. And Rogar managed to catch up to the shaman, Thunder, in his tent. And they had a little bit of a tete-a-tete, if you will. But came to some kind of unspoken understanding at the moment that the rest of the party popped in and made their presence known and began to grill Thunder as to, yes, the picture of doom, and began to grill Thunder as to what the hell was going on. He then finally revealed to them what he had been up to, and all the trickery and skulking around seemed to actually be for the benefit of the tribe as opposing to a hindrance or a harm. He told them a tale of an evil that had been unleashed on the tribal lands. The king, or chieftain I should say, not wanting to leave the lands, but Thunder, for fear of the people, used his magic to sway the king's opinion and convince him that they must leave, for it was a great and terrible evil that had been unleashed. Then, working through the night, Jacob, Rogar, and Thunder used some strange, natural, primal magic to prepare themselves for their journey from the location where Oak's tribe is currently at to outside the graveyard where Thunder had taken some outsiders and they had unleashed this terrible evil. The next day they prepared, set out, and performed the magic ritual, which allowed them to be transported from their location to in front of this graveyard that they now find themselves in. Alright, and any of you that can get into Tailspire, please do. I do not see you there.
Technically I can, but I'm gonna need that invite code again, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Which map are we on?
Hold on. I'm trying to get Tailspire to play nice. I think it may have frozen up on you.
Oops.
It may have frozen up on me for a moment. Hold on.
Just please.
What happened? What do we do? Oh, nice.
Okay.
Why do you do this?
There we go.
Okay, what map did you say?
You will see. Let me just get back in here because
It's very
Technical
prominent
difficulty, guys.
to my current predicament with the gifts and such.
okay. All right. So if you are in Tailspire, I would like you to go to the map that says the graveyard, and I will make that the primary map for that. So quickly choose the map that says the graveyard and hop over there.
Okay, whoever has whoever has Tailspire open also has music going, and I can hear it with the Tailspire music, and I don't like it.
I turned music off.
So did I.
All right. Well, I have the music on.
I think we're hearing it from Jason.
It's
Right.
Jason.
Yep. Hold on 1 second. I also have to do this. There we go.
How the do I change map? No!
It's
Shit.
in upper left
Press
corner.
spacebar.
Okay, I don't have an option, guys.
Up.
So press the space bar to pull up your dice.
Thank you.
And then the
then
upper left
will
corner.
have the map stuff.
Yep, the little globe icon, the very one right under roll.
I
at
got
the
it.
top. All right. So it's the one that says the graveyard. Now I'm jumping over there myself.
Leave me alone.
And I'm just chilling.
Yep, there we go.
And Oak immediately does what Oak does best and try to stand on someone.
Okay, so here is the graveyard. And for everyone watching the stream, if you will give me a moment.
Oh,
There
they've made
you
it
go.
more difficult. They've made it more difficult to do this, and
Did they update it?
Oh, it's had several updates.
Oh, it has.
Yes, it has.
I guess I must have updated while must have done automatic updates without me being home.
So,
yeah.
here you find yourselves before this graveyard with a large circle seeming to be almost like it was stamped into the ground, a mimic of the one that Jacob and Thunder and Rogar created for you to come here.
So it's the Rainbow Bridge portal from the Avengers.
Sure. And Thunder,
You're not wrong.
yes, Thunder turns to you and says, "I must stay here and maintain the portal so that we can return when this is complete.
Okay.
I can only hold this. I can only hold this for an hour,
Oh, get down.
and then we will be stuck."
Okie dokie.
If we don't make it back within an hour, how far are we from the tribe?
Yes.
Help me.
Rogar's
No, he-
towards the entrance.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cast Divine Sense.
Okay. While you do that, though, to answer your question, Thunder looks at you and says, "It is probably a good 14 days, yes."
Okay, well, I'm gonna cast
gotta
Armor
stop.
of Agathis before we do anything
Anyone got a stopwatch?
on myself.
Stopwatch.
Or a
Okay.
timer
No, but I
or
can count it.
Okay.
Hey, Jacob, you are our stopwatch.
Yes.
4,
Yes. Jacob's keen
By the way,
mind. I
did
will
you-
keep you informed
7,
of the time.
8, 9.
Shut up, Jacob.
Okay. Okay.
On your head.
So Rogar, you are casting, or you're using. It's an ability, correct?
Using. Yeah.
And it is Divine Sense.
Feet.
Yep.
Yeah, 60 feet around.
All right. So let's see. 60 feet from where you are.
I did say I would walk
You-
up to the entrance.
You walk. So like right at the entrance, like right there, or are you talking like all the way into the graveyard and the entrance to the
Oh, hell
building?
no.
Okay.
I'm making sure the graveyard's safe.
Okay. You don't sense anything in the immediate vicinity, but you get a faint presence further in that direction. It seems to be like right at the edge of your divine senses.
I turned back to the group.
So you did hear me saying I activated my armor of Agathis, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Make sure you
Okay.
mark that on your D&D
Making
Beyond
sure.
sheet that you used the spell.
I did.
Good deal.
I'll turn back to the group and be like, is it undead? I'm sure it's undead.
Yes, it is indeed.
I'll let them know that we got some undead up ahead.
Of course we do. We walked into a graveyard that
It's
has
about-
a stone
it's about
that is
65
known
feet.
for apparently necromancy.
I'm fine with necromancy.
Oh, well,
I just want to know how many there are and if I should be screaming.
Let's see.
well, probably not.
I need to move a little bit closer to let you know how many there are.
Okay, you can
Well,
go.
you
Feel
can
free
do
to
that.
move.
I'll
Yeah,
stay right here.
feel free to move
I will go
yourselves.
I will go with you, Rogar, if you would like to go in and.
Sure. I was just gonna cast darkness on myself. As we got
Actually, how long does this last?
What, Armor of Agathis?
Oh, concentration up to a minute. No, I was looking at something else.
Oh, okay. Armor of Agathis lasts a little while, I think. Isn't
Yeah,
that like
it
an
lasts
hour?
like an hour, and it's
Yeah.
not even concentration.
Yeah.
No, that's our timer.
There you go. When your Armor of Agathis drops, you know it's been an hour.
Yeah, we failed.
All right.
Unless it drops for other reasons.
Sure.
Can I use clairvoyance?
Can you?
Well, yeah, but like,
May I?
Well, let's take a look.
because it's up to a mile radius, and I within that mile that I choose as a sensor to see or hear around that area.
Okay, well, let's see here.
It takes 10 minutes to cast, though.
Oh.
Okay, and it's a location familiar to you, a place you have visited or seen before.
And seeing as you know, the place that I'm seeing is right in front of me.
Right. If you want to do that, all you're really doing
However,
though,
it's also
all you're really doing though.
it's also very
Oh, it's the
obvious
invisibility
locations,
percent,
like
yeah.
behind a door.
Yes, yes. The only real benefit you would be getting from that is the see invisibility or true sight.
Well, because I was thinking if I cast
Never
it,
mind.
I
I'm
can
reading that
cast
wrong.
it. I was supposed to say, if I use it right, I can cast it right behind the doors of the building to see what's inside.
If that's what you wish to do, I will definitely say you can do that.
It's gonna take me 10 minutes to cast, though, guys.
I don't think we should do that. I don't
I
think we
like
should waste any
we
time.
walk forward and I just keep sensing the world. I can do it more and more times.
Well, because my concern is we walk in there and suddenly we're jumped by who knows what. If I can at least see what's inside there first.
I'll know if there's a undead celestial fiend or fae,
There,
Whatever.
that is,
and I'll know how many.
and I'll tell you right now, you are, if you want to look at the map, just
I see everything.
actually 60 feet is right into about this far in the graveyard, so, and that's it. So you aren't
So I
feeling
know.
anything undead
So I
or
don't say there.
Rogar, if you want to go into the graveyard, I will
Go all the
accompany
way
you.
inside. Before you go all the way inside, actually, Jacob, could
What?
you send your
Grim.
your group of familiars into the graveyard and have them land in different locations to see if anything's gonna get triggered the moment something living enters the graveyard?
You want me to send his children in there to poof? That's kind of
Not
rude.
so much poof, but well, look at it this way: if something living enters the graveyard before any of us do, and that's what the trigger is for any of the who knows undead what pops up,
Yeah, it's fair enough. But, well, hold on. And
because Correct me if I'm wrong. I got told this place was overrun with undead, resurrected bodies, and there's nothing here. That doesn't throw up any red flags for anybody else.
Okay, how about this? I walk in there, see if anything happens, and then if it doesn't, we go ahead and go in, and Rogar sees if he can sense any undead or whatever.
Yeah.
Jacob's
I'm a
gonna touch his chest.
paladin.
He's just gonna cast Mage Armor real fast while this is all going on.
Okay, stepping
Okay.
into the graveyard.
Okay.
I'm built for this, you guys. Don't worry.
All right. So you step into the graveyard.
Does anything happen? Oh,
Just
step a
what you're
little
seeing.
further.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do not go too far. I'm gonna follow out
Okay.
until we hit about like 55 feet, and then I'll cast Divine Sense again.
Okay.
Or I use Divine Sense. And that's
All right. So you can go ahead. Well, you're on your laptop or your tablet right now. So I will move your mini for you. So you're keeping up with Oak.
I'll kind of hang behind and just kind of.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm kind of hanging by the entrance.
Okay.
I'll hang
Alright.
in a midway point between the two.
Okay. And
So between the entrance and the door to that building, how far is that?
that is approximately.
Pretty damn far.
Oh god, there's
15,
a cavern.
about
behind the
70
Fucking...
about 75 feet.
Okay. Of course there's a secret passage.
Thunder literally told us about that.
Yeah.
I know, I'm just annoyed because we have to figure out how to open said secret
Well,
passage, and I don't
no,
want to deal with
because
it.
Thunder
There's a
already-
coffin.
We already know. It's the little cloth. It's got an opening thing on it. It has a spell on it that
Yep.
opens stuff.
Yep. Jacob, you would remember that. You were told specifically by Thunder, and you actually spent time trying to study this cloth and the symbols and words on it, and managed to figure out that there was two different things on there. One seemed like a seal, like a powerful seal type spell, and the other seemed like
guys.
an opening or a knock type spell.
Before we go any further, I need all of you to get a little closer to me.
You can always move up.
Yeah.
Well,
It's safe. You're safe.
I am
from
moved
that.
up, but the reason I'm saying that is because I was going to use motivational speech on everyone.
Outstanding move. That's
Yay,
a great
what's that?
spell.
I walked
And
off.
I am actually going to use it at my 4th level. It's the only one I fucking have,
Mm,
which should give you guys 10 temporary hit points each.
Okay.
It
yep.
also,
You have
if an
advantage
affected
on.
creature
Yep.
is hit by an attack, it has an advantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Yep. And you have you're getting 10 temporary hit points. You have
Right.
advantage on wisdom saving throws,
All right. Always useful.
and like Diana stated, if an affected creature is hit by an attack, it has advantage on the next attack roll it makes. Okay. But once you lose your all 10 of your temporary hit points, that spell ends for you.
My
Okay.
question is, does the temporary hit points go to me or only the people around me?
No. It's
As it says, you address allies, staff, or innocent bystanders.
Choose up to 5 creatures within range that can hear you. Can you hear yourself? Are you a creature?
Well, yeah.
So I will say
I'm
yes.
Okay. Sweet.
That is my
Thank you.
call on that. I will say yes
That's for
indeed.
Thunder.
Well,
I have
he's staying behind.
temporary hit points, guys. Okay, and that will last for an hour.
Okay. Very
Just
good.
bear in mind, you guys need to stay within 60 feet of me. Wait, after I cast it, do they still need to stay within 60 feet of me?
Nope.
Okay, never
Nope.
mind.
It's just they just have to be within 60 feet when you cast. So they didn't even have to get closer.
Not bad.
Okay.
But yeah,
So,
so
bef-
if my armor
hold on.
and or that drops, we've run out of time.
So, what I need from you is, what do you say to motivate everyone? You're the bard. Bard it up. What do you say?
Motivate us.
This better be a motivational speech. Constantly divine smite coming at you.
Guys, the only thing I have in my mind right now is if we don't get out of this alive, we can't go to the village and buy more stuff. So,
I do like stuff.
quite literally, the only thing going through my mind right now is we literally cannot risk dying.
And that's not a bad speech.
So,
Makes sense.
You know what? I can't risk dying. My people need me, so.
Hey,
That's fair enough.
sounds like you got everyone on board.
and she's gonna point at each person as she says this. She's gonna point at Rogar and just go like, first off, you need to become king. Then she's gonna point at Oak and go, you need to become the new leader of your tribe. Then she's gonna point at Jacob, you still have to murder some weird general guy. And last I checked, I still have a kingdom to save. So we literally cannot risk dying.
That is brand new information to Oak.
It is! And Oak is gonna turn to Jacob and he's like, do you have someone to murder?
Don't you have someone to kill?
Even
All
if-
right.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I just let
Different
me know
time.
Let me know how it goes for you, bud.
I will, I guess.
Okay.
Oak will like pat his back very hard.
Okay.
and then
What I
I'll-
love is my armor of Agathis doesn't take a spell slot.
Yeah, I'll move back to where the edge of the first divine sense was, and I'll go ahead and use my second one officially.
Okay.
Oak is
So
moving
you're
upstairs.
right there. Oak's ahead of you. Use your other divine sense, and at the edges of your 60 feet, you still don't feel anything. No celestial, no undead, nothing.
Oak is trying to open up the door.
Yep. And
Oh,
Oak
there.
does open up a door.
Oak opens up a door.
Alright.
Woo.
Do, do.
There we go.
That way it's going to hit.
And
I can't move me, guys. There we go.
Ah. Blind man can kind of see.
all right.
Diana's gonna look at Jacob and go, so after we open this thingy, you're giving me the cloth, right?
Yes. I think it's going to do what it's supposed to do.
Okay. So what do you do next?
I will go to the place described by Thunder that the other person, I believe his name was Jeremiah, had used it.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
So wherever that is at.
Okay.
Oh,
So Jacob, you look around and you, following the instructions, you clearly see that right in this dead center spot here of the wall, there seems to be a symbol. And it matches one of the symbols on the outside edge of the cloth that is inside this knock spell.
Alright.
while he's doing that, can I look at the coffin itself?
Sure. Are you like searching around it, or are you just giving a brief look?
I'm like looking it over and stuff because it's kind of like it seems weird for a single coffin to be in here, given that this is a tribal burial ground.
No one ever said it was a tribal burial ground.
Don't touch the coffin.
Well, as far as she knew, it was supposed to be like Oak's people's burial ground from like what she was gathering, hence her
Nope.
assumption.
Yep, that's an assumption. No one said anything about that.
But yeah, I'm curious about the coffin.
That's fine.
Remember
I'll
last time we interacted with the coffin?
say that again a little louder. It's a little hard to hear you.
Remember last time we interacted with the coffin?
Oh yeah.
Like, can I
Yes.
look at it?
Yep, I'll say give me an investigation check. And you can either roll on Tailspire or you can use your dice.
I got 24.
Okay. So you're
I have
looking.
a +7 to investigation.
Yeah, you're looking around the coffin, and it looks like a fairly old coffin, but it's still in pretty good shape. But other than that, you don't really notice anything special about it.
I was so hoping to
No
hear.
traps, pressures, nothing.
Nothing that you notice. I mean, it just looks like a coffin sitting on like a raised platform.
She's
Open
gonna
the
turn to
door.
Rogar. She's gonna look at Rogar and go, "Do you want to open it?"
No, opening
Desecration of
coffins.
grounds. I am a
I mean,
paladin.
I prefer to wait until I'm off of it.
Oh, that too.
Can,
Yes.
Well, I'm
Also,
thinking
I
the
think
last
it was just
time,
gonna-
the last time a coffin was opened, someone almost died. But I'm also thinking we got a lot of gold out of that.
Yes.
I do
But
not desecrate graves. I'm sorry.
Can we,
I will
like-
press the cloth against the?
Okay. Go ahead, Oak. What were you gonna say?
No, I was like, can we just get on with it? I don't care about the coffin. I wanna.
Okay. So you press the cloth against the symbol. Okay. I will say you understand enough about this after kind of reading this knock spell around there that you know you need to recite the language that the symbols are written in around the edge as you do such. You understand that about the spell because you took the time to research it. So so I assume you do such.
And I will start reading it
Okay.
as they just kind of.
Okay, as you do that, alright, come on, you.
Oh,
The wall slides away,
Ooh.
and you now see this passage through the rocks that leads you to a stairwell
I
going
will
down.
Turn.
Roshan blow for who goes first.
Nope. Okay, just going. Woo.
I will turn to Diana and hand the cloth. And I do not remember. Did Jacob get any information about how the seal works?
Yes, again, because you took the time to research it. It seems to be a spell. And let's see. Oak was actually there at the time. Oak, you actually, you know what? I'm going to say roll an intelligence check.
For Oak.
Yeah.
Join in, Oak.
I love that for
Figure it
Oak.
out.
Yes, for Oak.
Do it, Oak. You can do it.
14.
Yay!
Okay. You actually, as Jacob is holding this cloth, you actually take a second to kind of just look at it before you ran off. And you realize you've seen similar cloth used before, and it was used to seal the first piece of the Blackest Heart. Father Dimspoon pulled one out that had the symbols of the Church of Palor on it, and used that to seal.
Am I the only one
This
feeling like
box.
the Church of Palor is gonna fuck us all in the end once we give them all the pieces?
We're not giving them the pieces. We're taking the pieces back.
And
Oh, okay.
Give him the Uncle Knuckles. Knuckles.
and so you've actually seen one of these in action. You may not understand what is happening, but you've seen it in action. And Jacob, because you took the time to study it, you kind of understand what its purpose is. It is there to basically using the symbols and the words and some gestures, arcane gestures, and or clerical, divine gestures, depending on the origin of the type of sealing cloth that it is. You then place it over the object you are trying to seal, and it then
Oh wait,
basically
so
wraps
what am I
around.
supposed to say or do?
Hold on. It basically then wraps around and forms a hard protective shell around it that can only be broken, as far as you understand, by very high level magics, or what else, you are not sure, because it's a very powerful enchantment. You could explain to Diana, if she is going to use it, what she would need to do.
Yep, that was the plan. As we were walking down this path, Jacob was going to hand the cloth over, and alright, so basically, and just go through the steps that she will need to do to be able to make it work.
Okay. Which he basically has you memorize a few words real quick. And you're familiar with arcane magic. You use arcane magic just in a different way. But you seem to get the gist of it. You have to say some words. Klaatu, Varata, Nik... Okay, none of you are old enough to get that joke. Okay. Army of Darkness.
From
All right. Klaatu, Varata, Nikto.
I was the middle word before, but I was like, I don't know.
Yes. No, you don't actually have to say those. That was just a joke. But no, he explains to you the arcane words that you do have to say. And also kind of shows you the hand gestures. And then he says you place this over the object and it will seal around it.
She's just gonna be looking at this thing going, so if I don't do this right, I'm fucked.
Well, yeah, if you prefer, I can do it.
I was like,
then
I
hand
can
it
also
over.
do it. And then you can take it.
I'll do it. I can do it. I got this. I just want to make sure that is exactly what I need to do.
Yes, that is exactly what you need to do. Why would I ever tell you wrong? Especially after studying it.
You know what? You wouldn't do it on purpose. I'm nervous, okay? Leave me alone.
No, I get it. Just, he's fine.
I'm gonna
Because
walk
if I-
over real quick and take this thing out.
Say that again, Rogar. I'm trying to see if I can adjust some volumes here, because it's a
It's
little.
my headset.
Sorry.
All right. Oh, no worries.
Help it.
No worries. It's just a little hard to hear you, and so.
Scream. Yeah, no, I'm gonna walk over and place my hand on Diana's head and be like, the divine smile upon you, and just walk away.
Okay.
Oh,
He is obviously giving you a blessing.
thank you, Angel. I know, but she's just gonna be like kind of confused, like, thank you, Angel. I think
All right. So, what do you guys
that's gonna
do
be your new
now?
nickname for her now. She's just gonna call you Angel.
I say we walk down the stairs.
Diana's like, Rochambeau for who goes first.
Oak will do it.
I mean, I am more glad to do it, I can sense things as I go down.
Oak will do it.
Okay, if you die, it's on you. I don't care.
Yep, that's on me. And how do I get down there?
Carefully.
Walk.
Oh, hi. There we go. Ooh.
This, I might be able to...
Does Oak see anything? Can Oak make a perception check?
You can absolutely make a perception check if you so desire.
There we go. Okay.
21.
There we go.
All right. Can't get around you.
Hey guys.
Huh? That's the shadow.
Weird question, but did he say where in here the stone was?
If you would have asked, would you have asked him that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And that...
that's a dumb
That's a-
thing to
I'll-
ask.
I'll say you guys are smart enough to think of those questions ahead of time, and he doesn't
We're so
have
not.
he doesn't have an exact layout.
Does he remember?
Possibly,
Okay.
but he is upholding the circle open.
Oh, true. It's a lot of concentration.
Does he
But
have a vague description?
that's what I was about to give you. Is he explained to you what amounts to a very rudimentary kind of mental map of the area, which leads you to believe that what you are searching for lies at the lowest level somewhere.
Oh, God.
exactly how to get there. He cannot remember the details of such because when he was with Jeremiah and Jeremiah's companion going around,
Bullfrog?
they weren't the bullfrog. They weren't sure exactly where they had to go, and they basically kind of went in and around, and it got a little confusing for him because he's not used to structures like this.
Oak understands the structure.
I think we're supposed to go down and right.
I'm gonna look to Jacob real quick and be like, how much time do we have left?
About 54 minutes.
Okay, so it took us 6 minutes to do this. Dear God, no, we're gonna have to
Should we split up?
Yeah, I was gonna say split up.
No.
7.
Well, I can take.
Why don't we just go straight for now? I also got a 21 on my perception.
Well, because
Okay.
We're on time.
I'm also thinking of it like this. There's 3 different ways we can go.
Okay.
Granted, he said go down first, so that's self-explanatory, but
Okay, then let's
So-
just pick a direction.
So,
I mean,
Oak,
if
with
we-
your perception check, sorry to interrupt you, Rogar, there. With your perception check, what you notice is really just what you see. You don't notice anything different, but, or I should say, you don't notice anything that would seem out of the ordinary for a structure like this, which is a underground stone structure. And you see before you this kind of central area that there is these four small kind of golden pillars that are almost like pinning a bearskin rug in place, and then a pathway to the right, a pathway to the left, and a pathway in front, all of which have double doors.
Okay, I'm going over here. We're opening a door.
No, all right.
question. Those golden pillars that's pinning down the rug, can they be moved?
You can try. For some reason, there it is. It wasn't opening.
Can I see if it's trapped first or not?
You
Does
can
not
look.
wish to enter the void. Yay! It
What
does
do I
not fit the
roll
void.
to check for traps?
That would be investigation.
Oh, I'm in the void!
Okay. $26.
You do not notice any traps or anything like that.
Guys, I think this room is just
Can one of
barracks.
you help me move these?
This one's just barracks.
It's stuck.
Can one of you help me
This
move
shit.
these things?
Move one of the pillars?
Yeah.
Oak will try and move
I
one
want
of
to
the
see
pillars.
what's under the rug.
Oak will
Yeah,
try and
we'll
move
do
one of the
that.
pillars.
Okay.
What is underneath the rug?
Okay, which pillar are you trying to move, Oak?
Which pillar do you want me to move, Diana?
I don't care.
The one I'm standing on top of.
Okay. Give me an strength athletics check.
Woo.
Oh. 18.
Okay. Try as you might, it doesn't budge.
It's not moving.
Hey, do either of you have detect magic?
See, I thought we were going into a war, so I did not prepare anything like that.
No.
You know what? That's
haven't
fair.
Been able to
Oak is going over to this door, and now he's gonna open it.
stop by and get that.
Well, because I'm thinking, why would you have something pinned to the floor blocking what looks like wood under it? And he said we have to go as deep as physically possible. For all we know, this entire fucking cave system could just be something to keep us lost.
Well,
And no one's listening to me.
do you want me to try and lift the Oak tried, but
Can Oak investigate this wall he's staring at?
Sure, you can. Roll an
It looks-
investigation check.
Oh no. If only I had my other character.
Do you need me to come look at it?
11.
Looks like a wall to you.
Diana, this wall doesn't look like a wall, but it looks like a wall.
Try. Give me a second.
Okay.
Thank you, Diana.
25.
25. Okay. Before I describe what you find, let me describe this room you're in, okay? The first room you went in, Oak, the one over on the left, what you noticed in there as you went in was there was several beds that seemed to almost be walled off in like cubicle type setups,
Barracks.
with each of which seemed to have their own little like end table or nightstand, a large table in the center with several chairs, and there was a door on the far end to the right.
Which probably only led to a bathroom.
You, in this room to the right, what you guys see is as you enter through the door, there are some weapon racks to your right. To your left, there are some armor stands. And as you are looking at those, you also see what appears to be a desk, and then you see a larger open room area with pillars for support and what appears to be some kind of pit in the center here and another one over here.
I love that.
Ooh, I think I caught a glimpse of what was in the pit.
Okay.
But I won't let Oak know what it is.
Also, I need perception checks from both you and Diana. Oak.
Well,
19.
Okay.
16 plus 5 is 21.
Okay. Both of you notice that there aren't really any good-looking weapons in these weapon racks. There's some spears and stuff. Most of them seem to be just wood-rotted with age as you walk past and you notice them. And the armor, on the armor stands, you see a set of leather armor that is just, it's like falling apart. Obviously this, the stuff has been here for a long, long time. But you also notice on this middle stand, there looks to be a set of studded leather armor. And surprisingly, it's in really good shape.
Hey, Diana!
Oh!
Other.
Can Diana go over and see if it'll fit her?
Sure. You go and take a look, and you estimate that maybe with, a little bit of adjustment here and there, maybe taking into like a leather worker, that, yeah, you could get this to be adjusted to fit you just fine.
Yeah, I'm so taking that and shoving it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Okay, but now,
Now-
the mysterious wall.
Yes, now, for your investigation check. As you're looking around, you notice right behind this pillar, there seems to be a very small lever.
Hey, Oak, go pull that.
Oak pulls the lever.
Also, quick question while they're doing that. How do I add that to my inventory so I don't forget I have it?
Don't worry, I will take care of it.
Thank you.
New spot.
We should probably call for the... Is this just a secret room?
Now, what are you doing, Rogar, while this is going on?
Oh, hello. There's.
Where's Jacob?
Because this took them a little while. So what are you doing? And Jacob's right next to Rogar. I'm asking him next. So.
Oh god, yeah, I'm just staring at Jacob like, what's up, bro?
Okay.
Jacob is going to kind of, well, why move it when, frankly, we could just cut it and see what's underneath it?
Nah, you want me to cut it?
Well, we can both cut
you
it.
be-
We pulled out a
Your
little
big
dagger.
brain.
Okay.
Big brain.
Big brain Jacob to the...
take out my long sword and I'm gonna hack at the bear skin.
Okay.
He's gonna Jacob. I mean, he's not strong, so he's gonna kind of methodically try to get it around one of the side, like whatever the gold pressure is. He's gonna cut the inside edge around it to see if he can just put it out to where he can lift it.
Okay. So you two working together while the other two are kind of exploring a little bit.
Yeah.
You actually manage to pull that bearskin rug up, to cut it away from these weird support pillar things. And underneath that rug, you see on what looks to be I know it looks like it's wood, but what looks to be an actual metal disc. And on that metal disc is painted a symbol of a serpent twining around a staff, and then the letters S and V, one on each side.
Does that mean anything? And books that Jacob read or anything like
Can
that?
Diana towards Jacob and Rogar when she noticed they weren't following?
Yes, but not just yet. This is still their turn, so hold on. So, give me, both of you can give me history checks if you've got it there, Rogar.
All right, here we go.
I'll try. It's...
Yeah. Natural 20 for a 27.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
I got an 8.
Okay. Yeah, Jacob, you actually do remember reading something about a very, very old order of knights. And this order was called the Sanctum Vipera.
Sanctum Vipera.
And the stories you had read on them were that they were kind of an enigma to most people. They were out there. They did their own thing for the most part, but every once in a while, some event would happen, something horrible, and then you would hear tales of these strange knights coming in and protecting the innocent, and vanquishing evil and setting things right, and then disappearing like nothing happened. They didn't ask for reward. They didn't ask for, for praise. They just seemed to show up when they were needed. But as far as you can tell...
Sorry, am I the only...
Oh, hold on. As far as you can tell, from what you remember from your research, no one has heard or seen of them in ages. So this is... this is like tales of 1,000 years ago, 1,500 years ago, that when tales of them were around. You think, looking at that symbol, that maybe you actually found one of their ancient strongholds.
Holy shit, Rogar.
Yeah.
Am I the only one sitting here going, we just found the stronghold of a giant ancient civilized group thing that was known for protecting the innocent, and we're about to steal a death stone from where they hid it?
The Justice League?
No one else thinks we should just leave it alone?
Hey, Diana doesn't know any of this.
I know! I'm saying this to my players!
Oh, wait, no, it's not the Justice League, it's the Avengers. I'm sorry, my
Yes.
bad. I've got DC on the brain.
So, Rogar, do you know what this is?
Yes. But, maybe the rest of the group doesn't, and we should go tell them.
Lying through
You
his teeth.
have no idea what this is, do you?
Do you have an idea what this is? Tell me
Actually,
if
yes.
you do. Tell me if you do then. Prove me wrong.
Alright, so basically this is, and he's gonna
No!
go through the spiel of...
As I...
he's going to, so these are kind of ancient knights of sorts, and they protected a lot of people, and they kind of came and disappeared whenever bad things happened. Otherwise, no one really knows anything about them. And I think we may have found one of their mocked
Strongholds.
strongholds.
Yeah, my papa told me this once.
Oh,
But don't. It's too much for you to understand. It's a long legacy. But
I'm
Sure it is.
I mean, it would make sense why they would be holding on to this relic then.
right. And well, I mean, we have to get it.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
Okay, now
So, yeah.
going.
Poke her head back.
Hold on.
Diana's gonna like
Yeah,
poke
hold
her
on.
head back and just
Hold,
go,
hold on. Now, as Oak pulled the lever as you instructed,
Hold the lever.
to a stone door here and a stone door here slide open, and you see before you a very thin, narrow hallway, a passageway, with stairs going down into a room, and both of you see before you a skeleton holding a spear, and it turns itself towards you.
Mouse.
Oak takes out his axe.
I need you to roll initiative.
One of my brothers.
all you guys are gonna hear from Diana is just this very loud, high-pitched "fuck this."
Okay, I'm gonna.
I got
21.
14.
I rolled
Okay.
twice because I have advantage.
Okay, hold on a sec. Yep, hold on a sec. Alright, so... Okay, good to know. Okay, so I'm just gonna go around and everyone can roll initiative because I need to know what where you guys are in turn order here.
Cleo. That plus that. All right. I got mine. I'm just waiting for when you go around
Yep.
and ask.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so since I got the cameras in this order, I'm just gonna start with you. Jacob, what did you get?
I got a 15.
Okay. Diana?
14.
You broke up right as you said it.
14.
14, okay. Oak?
21.
Alright. And Rogar?
21.
Well, you know, I got a nat 20, but I have a -1, so I'm 19.
19,
Like
okay.
I just got from my fiance in the kitchen.
Okay, so that's gonna be Oak, and then it's gonna be, where is he? Rogar, this guy, that, and that. Okay, there we go.
I am literally last.
Okay, so Oak, you are up first.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay. I think as though I don't already know what I'm gonna I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Words. Okay. I'm hitting it with my great axe and I'm rolling twice for it.
Okay.
Do an 11 and a 21.
11 and
11.
bless you. 11 does not hit, but the 21 does.
Okay.
Sorry.
I can't believe y'all are attacking skeletons right now.
Skeletor.
What about what was his name?
3 damage.
Okay, how much?
3.
3, that's it? Okay.
3.
Alright. So
Like a dry bones.
you swing and hit it, and you seem to nick it a little bit, but it kind of deflects your blow. It is now Rogar's turn. Rogar, you hear sounds of combat as you hear Oak Wah! and swinging his axe.
And then a very high pitched.
I'll look to Jacob real quick and say, you should go check on them. And then, Could I like get like a closer inspection of this insignia type thing?
Sure. If that's how you want
to. The whole time.
Okay. So roll investigation.
Oh God. Why did I choose this lifestyle?
I don't know. Why are you asking your god?
Okay. Well, I got a 17 overall. Now.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So that's what you're doing for your turn. I will tell you something at the beginning of your next turn.
Okay.
All right. So it is now the skeleton's turn as it pulls out its short sword and
it's my worst guard.
it rolls to hit you, Oak, and it misses horribly.
Yep, my worst guard.
I am having a hard time getting these dice to select after I roll them because of the way the layers are right now. It's
Oh yeah, the layers are nuts.
Yeah. There we go. There.
Why
now.
didn't I just see Aang and Sokka?
Alright. So, that is its turn. It is Jacob's turn.
Well, following the words of Rogar, he is going to. Let's see. 1, 2. What is it? Oh goodness. Oh, that kind of helps. 1.
That's literally what he did in the kitchen.
30. I think that's as far as I can move right now. Yep.
You could use your action to dash and move another 30 if you so desire. But that's using your action.
We're just gonna, you know what we're gonna do? Prim off the arm.
Okay.
He's going to make the rest of the distance to see them. So I will move myself. If you could just put a marker where I'm standing.
Hold on.
Okay.
You're
There.
literally in the doorway.
There's Rim for now. A bat.
Nice.
So boom.
Well, I was just saying, if you could put the placeholder there.
There.
since-
You have
Oh.
permission to operate that.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, so he could basically get up to anyone at this point. If he wants to.
Yeah, he can just
Oh,
lay
it's
on
a
her
spooky
shoulder.
little bat. It's a spooky bat.
So now you can see what Oak and Diana see.
Alrighty. We're gonna he's going to land on Diana. This could be like, what? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Okay.
And then Jacob, seeing that, is going to use a bonus action and put. Yeah, he's going to use. No, he's going to use his action to, with Hrim's talons kind of on Diana, he's going to cast Mage Armor on Diana.
Okay.
Even more temporary hit points now?
It's not
No.
temporary hit points, so your AC is now 13 plus whatever your Dex modifier is.
Yep. It basically replaces
14.
it replaces your arm, any armor you're wearing. You take the best of the calculation. So if you were wearing like chainmail, which is like I think 16, and someone casts mage armor on you, well, your chainmail is better than what the mage armor on you would be giving you. So then you'd end up with the chainmail armor class.
Be up to a 14.
Yeah.
So that's 2 better than what I have.
Well, that's really good then.
And that will end my turn, as I cannot
Okay.
do much else right now.
So now it is Diana's turn.
I'm gonna sound dumb for asking this. On D&D Beyond, there's an option of the hit/DC. Do I click that to roll to hit?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay. So, What she's gonna do is she's actually going to pull out her crossbow and
Okay.
yell at Oak to duck.
And
Okay.
Oak shall duck.
Okay. Oak is now a duck.
Wow.
So roll your attack.
I'm trying. 19.
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
And then... I got 6 plus 1, so 7.
7 damage as an arrow flies just past you as you hear duck and instinctively follow the instructions. An arrow whips, a crossbow bolt flies right past your head and slams into the center of the rib cage, the breastplate of or whatever that center bone is right there. A specific name for it, I can't remember, but it slams right into it, cracks it, causing several of the ribs to crack, and the skeleton looks really bad off. And it is back up to Oak's turn.
Okay, well, I'm getting off the stairs. They're annoying me. Oak is gonna hit the thing again.
Okay,
I'm using the D&D Beyond thing this time.
sounds good.
Okay, the first one's a nat 20. Plus
Okay.
5 is a 25.
All right. Yep. That definitely hits. So might as well roll damage for that.
And the second one is a 19 plus 5, which is 24.
You're not even going to need to attack twice.
Shh, let me have. So, then since it's a crit, I'm gonna roll another assist. 20 damage.
Oh yeah, this thing, as you charge in after that crack by the crossbow bolt right into it, it just seems like it's barely holding together. And you bring your axe around and the thing just flies apart. There are bones all over the room now, as it is just gone. And you don't see any more threats.
Cool. Oak is gonna go over to the door and he's gonna try and open it.
No, hang on, Oak, hang on. Before you go open it, she's gonna turn to Jacob and go, "Did you two find anything?"
What was that, for one?
Skeleton! We killed it.
Yeah. I have
What's
eyes.
the theory? If you find enemies, you're going the right way.
I guess that's true. Anyways, the things that we found, it's just some ancient stronghold of people, things.
Wait,
knights.
what? Translation.
And he's gonna go through the whole.
I like
spiel
to
of it again.
imagine that Oak is just like while they're talking, Oak is struggling to open up this door.
It does seem to
And
be
Diana's
stuck a
gonna
little
go-
bit. It's stuck.
Push door, not a
And Diana's just gonna go, "So let me get this straight. We came across the stronghold of some ancient, well-loved group of people who did nothing but protect the world. And now we're about to steal a death stone that they hid inside their chambers?
Well,
Yes.
yeah.
Am I the only one
Okay.
sitting here going, maybe we shouldn't fucking touch it then?"
Well, the problem is if we don't touch it, someone else does, and then things go very bad.
And I had that weird dream that if we don't protect the stones, then the world kind of goes to shit.
So yeah, I mean that too.
Now,
I'm not saying it's a smart idea.
So, how long does mage armor last, by the way?
Oh, it's gonna be lasting
hour.
the entire time. It's 8
an hour.
hours.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
right. It's real long. 8 hours.
I was just
Basically-
curious.
So now,
Um,
hold on a second.
Jeez.
Rogar.
Yes.
Okay, so as you were investigating that seal, that symbol thing, whatever you want to call it, you notice some patterns in it that actually look kind of familiar. They actually remind you a little bit of some of your family crest.
Ooh.
Hmm. Wow. Didn't see that coming. I think I'll make a mental note of it, and then I'll go catch up with the others.
Okay. All right. So
I'm a little nervous now.
okay. So you move to catch up with the others. We're all over here now, and as you get up there, Oak finally manages to budge this door.
Yes!
It seemed to have been stuck. It was very, very. I mean, it seems like the wood. Yeah, the wood had swollen over time from moisture.
Guys, don't close that door again.
So-
I don't want to have to open it for like another time and spend like 10 more minutes trying to open it. So just don't.
Now, as you come in here, this is what you see.
Ooh, can Oak open that chest? Because Oak sees the chest.
Okay, so the rest of you can move down in if you wish, as Oak opens that door. And
Are you coming, Jacob?
I mean, yeah. Plans to kind of move downward as I.
Oh my
try
god, I have to get my statue perfectly through the doorway. Thank
yes,
you.
yes, you do.
Ha ha. Oh. Ha ha.
Oh! Can I check the chest?
No, Oak is checking the chest.
Oak already went over to check the chest. So Oak, as you go and open this chest, what you see inside is, it looks like some gold cloth, and as you pull it out, they actually look almost like tabards that knights would wear.
Oh.
And they seem to be stitched together with golden thread, and very ornate.
Diana's just
And there
gonna.
are 3 of them in there.
She's gonna open her bag of holding and hold it out to Oak. Like, wanna put it in?
Yes. And he shoves it in.
Okay.
That's what he said. And Oak's gonna go to the other door and he's gonna be like, time to open more doors.
Okay.
And
Now,
can
hold on.
Diana investigate the rest of the room?
Okay. So, hold on there, Oak. Okay. So as you guys are in this room and looking around, you see as well there are more. A couple more armor stands in there, or armor rack. Yeah, if I can speak. Armor stands and weapon racks in this room. There also seems to be some shelving.
Books.
Looks like some books.
Trying to close a chest, not
Did
open
somebody
it.
say books?
Yes, there seem to be some books very old. Most of them don't look in the greatest condition.
no. Poor books.
And I do need an investigation check from anyone who is actually searching around.
I will definitely try some investigation.
Sure,
Yay,
because that's one of my best things.
Oak will try.
17.
25,
17.
15.
and I got 25.
Okay. As you are searching around, you also notice that on these armor racks, again, most of the armor seems to be pretty old. There's some leather. There's leather on one of them. Another one seems to have some really old, like an old chain shirt. It seems to be very rusted. There's also what looks to be some kind of banded mail. It's kind of falling apart. And then on this one here, there looks to be some splint mail, and
What's that?
it's actually in good condition. It's a heavy armor, and Rogar, you would have definitely seen armor like this in battle, in the war.
Is Rogar with us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's down there.
Because I don't see his. Oh, there he is.
He is, but you would have seen armor like this. So you know this is heavy armor. This is kind of the step right below plate. This is for someone who can't quite afford plate. You know, they'll wear splint mail, but it is actually looks to be in very good condition, and it is a step up from chainmail and a step down from plate.
So Diana's gonna look at Rogar and go, "Hey, can you fit in that?"
You're calling him
if I can
fat?
fit into it.
Is it better than what you have, more
It's
specifically?
definitely better. Yeah.
And Diana's like, "Do you want help trying it on, or do you
It will
want to
take
just
us
shove it in the
far too
bag for
long.
now and try it later?"
Yeah. I don't want to die here, so let's shove it in the bag.
All right. She's
Once
gonna
again-
open up the bag and go, all right, stuff it in like it's a burden.
Okay.
Oh, once again, struggling with the door.
Don't push it in.
It's
One
still-
thing, while we were passing the dead body, or the dead skeleton,
Mm-hmm.
did I notice if the skeleton was wearing the same, like, yellow tabards that we picked up?
No, he didn't seem to be wearing much of anything. It was just a skeleton.
Skeleton!
It's a skeleton, and it had a short sword, but who knows where it got it. Maybe the short sword didn't look too good. Maybe it found it in the room. Maybe it found it on a weapon rack. Who knows? It was, but it
here's
didn't have
the
anything
real
else.
Here's the real question. Were we fighting Sans or Papyrus?
Well, it wasn't wearing a hoodie, so it's definitely not Sans.
Probably Papyrus, because Sans was a badass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good point.
It was me, Skeletor.
All right. So, as you look around the room, eventually the other thing you find in there is you do find a couple old books that aren't falling apart. They're holding together well enough, and one of them looks like it's talking about the Codus Operandi de Vipera Sanctoris.
Let's take it.
Hate people who can roll their R's. I hate all of you.
Okay.
Let's take that book as well.
Into
Do
the
not radio tower me!
The other book.
Can you hear him?
No. The other book seems to be some kind of religious text. You're not sure exactly what. You'd have to read through it a little bit. It doesn't seem to be any of the known religions, off the top of the head by the symbology that you know of that have been around for, a while and are current. But it does seem to be religious in just kind of the manner of speaking and, the words that are in it, the way they're written. But that's about all you find in this room.
Let's take those books.
into his robes.
Good job.
Ah, come on, door. Play nice.
Both.
No.
Good.
Yay!
Oh,
Oh goes out into the hallway, and he turns around and looks, shit, we're back where we started.
I could have
Okay,
told you that.
Fuck off, Rogar.
I don't know.
And
Do we
then he's
want to
gonna
go
go
through those doors, or
His doors, and Oak is shaking
It's-
them violently.
can Diana see the exposed symbols now?
On here?
Yeah.
You can, but you're kind of looking at an angle because you're way over here. If you wanted to go back and look, you could.
There's a new room. There's a new room.
Does she recognize anything on it? Aside from what Jacob told her?
Give me a... Do you have Bardic Knowledge yet? A Bardic Knowledge check?
Don't know.
Oh.
So, this is...
Whoops.
Where'd you go?
I went up.
Oak.
Can someone help?
Oh, Oak.
Oak went up. Oh, hello, friend.
There you go. Quit going up. I just dropped you in there. I just dropped you back in there. There. Okay.
Oh, I've got it. Oh my god, I can't see anything.
I mean, I'm proficient in history.
Okay. Well. Then give me a history check.
Oh my god. I
17
hate this
plus
camera.
4, 21.
Okay. You seem to recall very similar stories to what I told Jacob. But other than that, there's really not any information beyond what Jacob knew. In fact, you'd recall mostly that it's some kind of old order, and of knights, and that they supposedly
Do you recognize
did
any
good
of the
things.
symbols?
Just that it is. There's not a ton of them in there. It's really just the snake with the staff, and then an SV, and then some decoration. It's not really symbols, but the kind of the decoration and the scroll work around there, Rogar, that's what you noticed, seems very familiar and reminds you of your family crest. And you hadn't seen that used anywhere else that you know in other crests.
Guys,
I'll go
there's
back
a
to the
new
others now.
room.
Okay,
There's a new room.
one at a time.
Well, Oak is just having a fit.
Okay.
No, Oak isn't having a fit. I'm having a fit.
All right. So in this room, what you see is it is another kind of rounded central chamber with 4 pillars, and there seems to be some kind of sarcophagus at the far end of it.
Well,
Paper, scissors on who opens it?
I'll do it. And Oak tries to open this.
Hang on. Let me look it over first.
Okay.
Investigation. 25.
You don't see any traps or anything like that.
I have a +7 to my investigation.
Yep. Yeah, you don't notice any traps or anything like that. It seems to be fine.
And she's gonna turn to Oak and go, alright, let me step back and then you can open it.
Okay. Oak is opening it.
Okay.
While Oak's opening, I'm gonna do like a quick 3-second prayer for the dead guy that they just killed.
Why is it not letting me pick it up? There we go. Okay, there. Now I've got you moved in there, so I can do this. Alright, so you're going to open it up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you open it up, sitting upright, as soon as this stone slab comes off the sarcophagus, is a mummy, and it lunges for you. Everyone roll initiative.
Oak, just put the...
This is gonna
pull it
screech.
back. Just pull it back and just be like, no, thank you.
They're shaking his head in the corner. The flowers.
20. Oh, I have a 22 in total.
Alright, hold on.
11.
Alright. So we got... So, Diana, you got a 20?
22.
22. Oak had an 11. Jacob, what'd you have?
8.
Okay. And Rogar?
I had a 3.
Okay. And for Senor Mummy, if it will let me, there we go. Ooh, okay.
Hey,
There-
weird question. Can mummies take necrotic damage?
Find out.
You'll have to, you'd have to give for a mummy, I would say that would actually be a religion check.
No, can mummies take necrotic damage?
That would be a religion check to understand
Oh,
how
okay,
a mum...
sorry.
Yes.
My bad, I was misunderstanding.
Yep.
19.
Okay. With that,
I love D&D Beyond Dice.
I will give you 2 things. You know that they, since you specifically asked about it, you know it is immune to necrotic damage.
Okay.
You'd also know that it is immune to poison.
Okay. That's what I needed to know.
Alright. And yoink. And okay, so Diana, you are up first in this one.
Okay. She is automatically going to do frostbite.
Okay. Go for it.
Or it is
that-
a Constitution saving throw.
Yep, con 13. Okay, what is his con? Let me see. Okay, so he gets to roll. And how does he do? He succeeds.
So he only takes 1d6 then. No.
Yep. On a failed save, it takes 1d6. Otherwise, it takes nothing because it's just a cantrip.
Okay.
So,
And then she is going. How close am I to it? I'm pretty far back. Okay.
No, you're like 10 feet away from it.
Yep,
And then
it's right here, and you
it's
are
still
right there.
just far enough that I can't. And because it was a cantrip, can I technically still use my bonus action?
You can always use your bonus action, and as long as, because there was a cantrip, if you have a leveled spell that's a bonus action, you can do that, or a cantrip that's a bonus action, you can do that. So, but either way, yeah, if you want to cast a spell that has a bonus action to cast, you're fine to do that.
I need Oak to move.
You still have movement.
Well, you can move.
You can move. You can move.
No,
do
wait,
your bonus
you're
action
in
and
my
finish your
way.
move. You can move. Use your bonus
Okay.
action and move, and then move out of the way. As long as
So
you're
I
using
will move
right about there. Okay.
because I'm gonna use Dragon's Breath on
Here,
it.
we're gonna put you in a square, Oak, because that's.
Yay, that's okay.
Just break
Um,
it half and half. On the
And
screen.
I can angle it just right to where it's just barely gonna miss Oak.
Okay. So you're doing
And
what
I'll
exactly?
do it Dragon's Breath.
Okay.
Because I can use it and I can
Yep.
cast it and use it all at the same. And that'll be at a second level for cold damage.
Actually, no. What it is you touch one willing creature and imbue it with the power to spew magical energy from its mouth, provided it has one. Choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. And until the spell ends, the creature can use an action to exhale energy of the chosen type. So you would,
So I
since you already used your action, you wouldn't be able to actually activate
Okay.
Dragon's Breath. You can cast it, and then you'll have it for, concentration up to a minute, and then every round you could use your action to spew Dragon's Breath.
Nah, for that sense, I'm just gonna let Oak take care of it then, cause
Okay.
he'll probably kill it.
Okay. All right. So then it is the mummy's turn, and let's see. Okay, so
Sorry for the confusion.
since Oak, you are right in front of it. It is going to go ahead and stare at you really, really nastily. I need you to make a wisdom save, and remember, because
Counter
of
charm.
it is not a charm.
No,
Uh,
but counter charm
uh,
saves from charmed and frightened.
Okay. Okay. So you're going to use counter charm. Yeah.
Which gives Oak advantage on the saving throw.
However, counter charm is as an action you can perform. You've already used your action
is
for the
it?
round. Yep.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
I tried.
But
You're fine.
that's all right.
I still have prevent wounds though.
Yes, you do. So
You got your brother.
it stares at you, and I need a wisdom save. And thanks to the speech that Diana gave early, you have advantage on wisdom saves.
Yeah, I do.
Forgot about
Didn't
that.
help. 9.
9. Okay, so you are frightened.
Fuck.
Okay. So you now have the frightened condition, which means you cannot move any closer to it.
Oh, hey. Good thing.
Which you're already right up on it. So, but you also have disadvantage on, I believe it is attacks against that creature. Let me double check. Just want to make sure. Disadvantage on ability checks. Why did it skip me to there? Damn you. Right. There we go. That's the one I want. Frightened. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight. And you can't willingly move closer to it. Alright, so. It is now your turn. Oh, wait, sorry. It actually has. It gets to attack as well.
Uh-oh.
As it takes a swing at you
And
now,
that
Oak.
I will.
And it is going to
Wait.
hit you. It is going to hit your armor
Prevent
class.
wounds?
Well, no. Because of motivational speech, what do I get advantage on? Because of
Wisdom
motivational speech?
wisdom saves.
I thought there was also she said something about
You
when
get-
they hit.
If they hit you, then you get an attack with advantage on them. While
Okay.
you have that on there. While you have motivational speech on. Double check the
I'm also-
specifics. Yep. Once an affected, if an affected creature is hit by an attack, it has advantage on the next attack roll it makes. So, since right now you have disadvantage, if it hits
Just
you,
low.
then you're gonna, then you'll have advantage, so they cancel out, and you'd have a straight roll
Got it.
on your next attack, one attack. So it definitely hits
I'm
you.
also. And I'm gonna do prevent damage, which takes away. Prevent wounds, which takes away 3 of the damage.
Okay, so you do prevent wounds, and it does and okay. So you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as it slams you with its fist.
Is that reduced by 3? Or...
That reduced by 3 would take it to 7. Thank you. And then 12 points of necrotic damage.
Jesus.
And I need you to make a Constitution save, which
I'm sorry, I tried.
remember you are at disadvantage right now.
Uh,
Oh wait, I don't think it is. No, it's not saving throws, just ability checks. So you're not at disadvantage for that.
11.
11. Okay. Okay. That is good to know. Okay. So that is its turn. It is your turn.
Okay. Well, since he's got at least one attack, first he's gonna rage,
Okay.
and he's gonna use reckless attack for both of his attacks, meaning he gets one with advantage and one just a straight roll.
No, because advantage doesn't stack. Just because you have advantage from one thing and advantage from another, it doesn't cancel out one disadvantage and still give you an advantage. It's
Okay,
it's
I'll
same
just-
thing for disadvantage. It doesn't stack that way.
Dang it, okay. Then we'll just keep it normal.
Okay, so keep it normal, so straight roll.
22 to hit for the first one.
Oh, that definitely hits. That definitely hits.
8. To hit.
8 to hit? No.
For the second. Nope, okay. Gotta figure.
darn.
That'll be 10 damage.
Oh, nice. Okay. And you are using your axe, correct?
Yes.
Good to know. All right. So,
Oh no.
all right. So that's your attacks and your. Do you want to move or anything like that, or are you staying right there?
If you move away, you can't get close again.
And it gets an opportunity attack because I'd be disengaging, technically. So Oak is gonna stay.
Okay. Jacob, you are up.
Huh.
Jacob, kill it!
Jacob is going to. Goodness, what is he gonna do? Sorry, give me a second. I gotta think. Okay, so this is what he's gonna do. He's going to firebolt a pew pew.
Okay.
Pew.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Alrighty, come on, you can do it, buddy. 14.
Okay, that hits.
All
Go
right,
ahead and roll
now
your damage.
It's going to be 2 of these boys. Yeah. 13 points of fire damage.
13 points of fire damage. Okay. As you launch this firebolt and it smacks into it, it sears into the it hits in the upper left portion of its chest, and it seems like it almost catches it on fire and burns away. And as you look at it, you kind of do a double take on the firebolt, and you look back to your hand, you look to the mummy, and you're like, wait a minute, that seemed a lot stronger than I thought it would be.
Oh, well then. He's gonna put his hand on the side of Rim, and he's going to bonus action cast Dragon's Breath
Okay, so Rim now has Dragon's Breath on him.
with fire.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Rim is going. Can you teleport Rim over to me, because he is in the room that you locked him in?
I didn't lock him in there.
He's stuck. He can't get out. Run the secret room.
It's just easier to do this.
You're right. Just give me a new bat.
They're like Batman with all their replaceable Robins.
Yep.
Alrighty. So with that in mind, Rim's gonna squawk, and land there, and just with his action
Mm-hmm.
use his Dragon's
Breath. Okay, go for it.
That is a DC of 15 Dex.
15 Dex. Of course it's going to be Dex. Ah. Okay, and that is a success.
Alright, so he then only takes half damage. Which would end up... well, hold on. Let's see. Yeah! 8 reduced to 4.
All right. Okay, and as he gets hit with that Dragon's Breath, again, that actually seems to do more than you thought it would, even though he seemed to dodge out of the way.
And now, Prim, with his beautiful thing of being an owl, going to fly back and not provoke any attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
He's going to land back on Jacob's shoulder.
It is now Rogar's turn.
Alrighty-o.
I have an idea I want to try, but
I'll approach it.
Okay.
Oh, I got an idea.
Are you approaching me?
Do I see everything delayed because I have to use the Twitch game to watch? Yeah. Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
I will use my longsword. I will bonus action. I'll cast Searing Smite on my blade.
Okay.
Y'all are about to watch why paladins are so beautiful. And I will attack with my longsword.
Okay.
11, what's that? 17 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Alright. And then I will also burn a first level spell slot to Divine Smite it. So
Okay.
1d8 plus an additional, what? 3d8. I don't have enough d8s. Plus 1d6. I'll just have to re-roll one. Alright, and then let me just check for Searing Smite. There's a save. There is. Okay, so
This is where the paladin says, "Fuck your shit."
Yeah.
this is just my basic swing. It would be 9.
So
And
that's
it is considered magical because it's my packed weapon.
okay.
And then this is the radiant damage. 2, 4,
So it's
7
like a-
radiant. And then, so the next time you attack, it deals 1d6. So 4 fire damage, and then it must make at the start of each. Okay, let me read it out loud. So the next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon during the spell's duration, your weapon flares with white-hot intensity, and your attack deals an additional 1d6 to the target and causes them to ignite into flames. At the start of each of their turns until the spell ends for 1 minute, the target must make a Constitution save. On a fail, they take 1d6 of damage. On a successful save, the spell ends. They can also choose to put themselves out with an action.
Okay. All right. You slaughtered it as you bring your blade around and smite it. You literally cut down through what's left of its skull that's being held together by these wrappings, straight down through its torso, almost down to its pelvis, and it just
Ouch.
it's almost like it kind of just turns to dust at that point.
1,000-degree knife versus Tory people.
Pretty much. All right. And since you guys are right up there, I need perception checks from Oak and Rogar.
19.
Okay.
Plus 1, 18.
Okay,
Nice.
both of you notice the mummy wasn't the only thing in there. There's looks to be some coins and stuff in there.
Diana's just gonna open the bag of holding again. It's like, I can put plenty, just
Oh.
throw it in here. We don't have time.
We'll extend this. Yeah, we're not robbing graves.
Oak picks it up and he puts it in the bag of holding.
It tried. I was gonna say, it tried to kill us. We deserve this.
Yeah, I'm with her on the side.
Okay, I will remember that.
Okay.
Well,
So-
you know, I'm not staying with you guys forever. I got a tribe to lead, so.
You scoop all these coins up and eventually, get them in the bag. And you are out of initiative.
I say we go this way. Guys,
I'm sorry, what?
I say we
I
go
looked
this
at
way.
Jake and asked him how much time we have left.
How much did we get?
You gonna take time to count it?
No.
No.
Okay.
Not right this second.
Idea.
She's gonna turn to Jacob and ask him, like, yeah, how much time do we have left?
And Jacob, you would know that there is approximately 32 minutes left.
Shit, let's go. This way.
I was gonna say, is there enough room between the cracks of the door for, like, spiders to get through?
Not really. These actually, even though they're old,
Damn it.
the doors are actually fairly well made.
Oak is going on down the little path that he said he would go down.
Okay.
Should we go left then?
No.
I'm fine with that. I said going left.
Wait.
So,
So Oak is gonna go right, and you guys are gonna go left. Is that what I'm hearing?
she's gonna turn to Jacob and go, do you want me to go with Oak or do you want me to go left?
Who do you feel safer with?
And she's just gonna stare at him for like 30 seconds, as if that was the dumbest question he could have ever asked.
I'll look to both of them and say, I fight better alone, so...
Alright, we started, let's go!
Okay, so Rogar, you're going to the left, you said? Oh,
And
yeah.
Jacob is going to real fast and just mutter words, move hands, blah blah blah, and a few Hrim boys are gonna appear.
Oh no, are we splitting the
Go with
party?
Rogar.
As two more, I believe. Hold on a second, just to make sure. This one, yes. So two more owls appear. You don't have to put them in. I'm just saying one's going with Rogar and the other two are. One is gonna fly ahead with Oak, like 4 ahead with them, and then original Hrim is gonna stay on Jacob.
I cast darkness.
Oh no, you didn't actually have to make that many. No. No.
Hello.
This is gonna be.
Oh, can your Harim see through magical darkness?
No. But it's just to have something with you so that Jacob can tell what's going on.
Okay,
Basically,
looking
so
around
he-
this room.
He can keep track of you and realize if you're in trouble or not.
Yep.
Um,
And realistically, he can grab whoever needs to go over there and go over there.
Okay.
Yeah, because
that's
he can
good.
teleport to it.
Okay. So, as you head down to the left, Rogar, you notice that it's a set of stairs that kind of takes you down. You go around a corner, and then you come to another door. Oop, wrong button.
This way.
Are we going with Oak or are we staying where we're at?
We were going with Oak.
So, Rogar, you have come to a door.
I guess I'm opening it.
Okay. And it's playing games again. Damn it.
Now we get over here.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I got myself stuck.
Nice.
Did I? No, I didn't. Never mind.
Alright, hold on.
Whew.
There we go. That should do it right there. Okay, so there, I removed the door because it was being a pain in the butt. So,
Doors, who needs them?
yeah.
They're gone.
So as you open that door, you notice what looks to be some kind of bedchamber with some bookshelves, not really anything on there that you can see right away, a desk, and then a little kind of end table nightstand. And that's really about it for this room. There's not much to it.
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Would you like Rim to
1,
make
14.
Rim Companion to make one as well?
Yes, you can as well.
Leo?
And you said a 14, Rogar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, give me a second as I have his stats pulled up. Thank goodness. Oh, 15.
Whew.
Could've
Okay.
been bad.
15. So, you notice this wall looks a little different from the
will-
others.
Give me a second. I gotta finagle the camera for a second. Not that far. Back in. There we go. Okay, I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
Okay.
It just takes me a second because a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Camera.
Yep. So this wall looks a little different.
Okay. We're gonna.
Are we
wait,
supposed to blow it up?
Can I make that? Oh no, I went up a floor.
It
Oh,
it looks different, so you have to punch it really hard, and then it just shatters, and then
No,
you
you
know-
get bombs first.
or bombs. Either way works. And usually behind it, there's a little kitty cat with a light shining on it, and it gives you a quest.
So Rogar's got
Yeah, but you
red.
can't get the
red
bombs
rim.
until you've beaten the first boss.
Yeah, that's true. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Jacob.
So you've got red rim, chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Red rim is gonna kind of look over and just flap and kind of gesture towards the wall.
Okay, Rogar. That's what you see. Is you see a bat, or sorry, it's an owl.
How dare you!
Sorry, I'm looking at a bat. All right, you see the owl, one of Rim's offspring, fly over and seems to be very interested in a wall on the far side of the room.
I'll go investigate the wall.
All right. So you head over there and give me an investigation check, if you will.
7?
You're not really seeing anything, to figure out anything different with this wall. It looks a little off, but maybe it's just the stone they used. You're not sure.
No.
All right.
Very interesting bird.
On the other side, the rest of you notice that the stairs lead down into a hallway, and across the hallway there is a door, and then a very large hallway where you can see several things.
Like
Ahead, well, hold on. Ahead, you see a longer hallway and some doors on either side of the hallway. You also see what looks to be like a jail cell.
Oak is just gonna look inside the jail cell to see if there's anything in there, but he's not going to open it.
All right. And you see inside there what looks to be a rotten corpse that is laying on a slab. And as you move over there, it turns and gets up and
And then Oak just walks away, and he's like, "Hey, what? Let's go somewhere else."
Yep. As you see what you guys would recognize as a zombie that comes to the bars and it's trying to reach through. It's like, can't seem to get.
Yeah,
through.
let's go somewhere else.
You also
Does
notice
Oak
stairs. You also
directly
notice.
to her left.
Yep. There. You also notice stairs going down here.
Stairs.
Diana's gonna point to her left and go, "How about we try the stairs and not the creepy hallway?"
Stairs.
Did you just fly up again, Oak?
No.
Oh God, now I am.
Okay. So Rogar, what are you gonna do next?
You said there was nothing on the bookshelf?
No, it looks like any books that were there have long since turned to just rotted, shells of their former selves. Nothing that looks really good, but give me another perception check if you would.
9.
9. Okay.
I'm up for this.
And that's all you really see in that room.
Dude, this
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be any other pathways. It seems kind of like a dead end.
Yeah, I'll head back to where the group originally was.
Alright, so you're on your way to catch up to them, and so is Red Rim.
Yep. Followed by. I would actually like
Dive
if Yellow Rim, which is the one next to this cage right now.
Okay.
If you could head down the hallway, just kind of check.
All right.
Kind of.
So, he heads down the hallway, and can you see anything?
I saw something, and now I don't.
Give me a perception check.
Alrighty. Yeah. Wow, I rolled the same number twice. That's cool. 6 in total.
Okay. Nothing really. You don't really hear anything
Yep.
until as Yellow Rim is kind of swooping down the hallway. All of a sudden, yep. How many hit points does that have? Yeah. All of a sudden, boom! You feel Yellow Rim went bye-bye.
Well, shit.
And so Diana's gonna look at Jacob and go, I don't like it when you say that.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing directly affecting us.
Jacob said a no word.
Down the hallway that we were just at, there was another undead, so...
So, do you think it's gonna come down this way?
I mean, we're not
Let's not find out.
terribly too... I mean, yeah, no. Frankly, yeah.
Okay.
Let's open this door.
And with
Okay.
making sure Blue Rim is...
Hang on, if it comes down behind us, we need to make sure it can't, like, jump us.
As you guys are
Yeah.
having that discussion, Rogar, you get up to about that far.
Okay.
And give me a perception check.
Okay. An 8? We're
And-
going down now.
Alright.
And then Red Rim is gonna...
So Red Rim's there with him now. So I'll need a perception check from Red Rim now.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Wow, Red Rim is doing really well. Let's see.
Once again,
22.
Oak is shaking those doors.
2-2.
22?
Yep.
Okay. Red Rim notices some movement and hears as a zombie comes shambling down and is now right up in your face, Rogar.
Oh.
So
I mean, I feel like I would have seen that a lot.
I need initiatives, please.
Do you want us to roll it too, or...?
It's up to you if you want to participate in the combat. You
I mean, as
probably
far as I know-
Because we're nowhere near him.
You love to hate it. I have 120 dark vision.
I will roll Jacob's just because Prim is there.
Okay.
I don't think I need to participate, but I would like to tell you that before you said about the participation thing, I did get a nat 20.
Ah. Okay. So Oak, you are not going to be in, or?
No.
Okay. And
Just wanted to
Diana.
share my nat 20.
And Diana, you said no. as
No,
well?
we're nowhere close enough.
Okay. Rogar, what'd you get?
A 9.
Okay. And Jacob? 4. Okay. So, Rogar, you are up.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I rolled shitty too, and it's got horrible dex. It's a.
I guess
It's a zombie.
I don't want to go around killing these poor innocent bystanders. I have many thoughts about this point. But I'm gonna swing. 16 plus 6 is,
Yep, that
I don't
hits.
know, above a 20.
Oh yeah, that
And I'll just
hits.
roll for my second attack. A dirty 20.
Okay, that both hit.
What's a dirty 20?
Not a natural 20. It's a 20
Yeah.
after you've added your modifiers.
Alright, let's see. So 7. Got a math.
Are you pleased with yourself?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then 16, 17, 18. 18 damage.
For one or both? Is that both hits
That was
together?
both attacks.
As both attacks
Yeah.
together. Okay. Okay. Well, it's not happy. Jacob, your turn.
Sorry.
You're muted.
Yep.
I cried for the zombie.
So, this is more of a question for you. Can Hrim touches himself to do his spell?
No.
Shush.
No. You are the one with the magic, not him.
That's true. Okay, just making sure.
Touching yourself. Just...
Huh?
Don't worry about it. All right. Oh, right. Duh. Prim is gonna talons out towards it, and Jacob is sitting there, and those around him can see his hands kind of shoot tiny little lightning through it, and almost seems to disappear as shocking talons go towards the zombie there for a shocking grasp.
Okay.
Shocking.
So is that an attack roll or a...
Yes, attack
okay,
roll.
roll your attack roll.
Sorry, give you a
I
second.
wasn't divine smite, but I felt like that would be too much.
13?
That hits.
All right. And that is... Oh. Okay, yeah, that's about
Do not give him beer.
9
No.
points of lightning damage.
No.
As
No.
the rim comes and claws out, hits this desiccated, walking mass of flesh and bone, and the lightning courses through it, and it just violently shakes and falls over. And how much total damage was it?
It was 9 in total.
9 in total. Okay. And it, as you hit it and do all this damage to it, it falls, and then it stands back up.
Right. Seeing it stand back up, he's just gonna and move back again. Like hit that person, not me.
Okay.
Get over to him.
And it goes for its attacks as it attempts to swing at you, Rogar. Okay, hold on. I have to use this now. Nat 1. Okay. So that was its turn. Now Oak, even though you didn't roll, is technically your turn. So if you want to open that door,
I want to open the door.
okay. Hopefully it did open. I don't have.
Open.
Okay. Now, so
Oak will not move. He just
Yep.
wanted to open that door.
yep. So now, what you see
I'm back. Sorry.
is, as you look in there, you see a small hallway, and at
Because
the
initiative is still on, I can't.
yeah, I know. Hold on. Just hold on. You see a small hallway, and at the end of the hallway, you see it. The mini is standing up, but that's just because I can't lay him down. But you see a skinny hooded figure that is collapsed on the floor and just laying on the floor. It doesn't look good. You also see another one that's larger that's laying on the floor, and it even from this distance, it looks like it is just a shriveled up husk. You also notice
Jeremiah,
Can you open the other door?
maybe, if it will. I hate it when it does that.
Are they still fighting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say, Why can't I move my character?
Because it's still an initiative. There. Now you can see. But anyway, so you can... There's also an open chest at the end of the hall. And the desiccated corpse, its hand is in the open chest.
Touching it. Okay.
So Diana's
Diana-
gonna look over at the
hold-
others.
Hold on. So that's all you're doing, Oak, right? Is you open the door? Okay. Diana, now you can say something.
Diana's gonna, cause she's gonna remember what Thunder said, and she's gonna look at it, and then look at Oak and Jacob, and go, I'm going to move forward. You two keep an eye on the corpses. I'm pretty sure the stone's in the box.
Got it.
And she's going to pull out the cloth and have it like laying on her open palm, so it's like covering her hand.
Okay. It is now Rogar's turn.
I'm just gonna.
Can you hurry up and kill it already?
I'm gonna wave my hand around, draw some arcane symbols in the air, and just say Sacred Flame.
Okay.
DC 15 Dexterity saving throw.
DC 15.
Mhm.
All right.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that's a fail. That's a big time fail.
Alright, and then it is 2d8 of damage coming at it. 6 plus 7 is 13, so 13 radiant damage.
13 radiant damage. Okay, so yeah, it falls down. And this time it does not get up.
Sorry.
Let me get this damn dice already so I can get rid of them. Never mind. Fuck it. Alright, so we are out of
Out of
initiative.
initiative now?
Yep.
Okay.
We are out of initiative.
So Diana's gonna very slowly, 'cause she does not trust the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
What? So question: when I cast Ice Field, does it move with me because
No.
it is resonated from myself?
No. We've been over that before. It doesn't move with you,
Okay.
but you can, it's... Ice Field is a cantrip, right? So
Yeah.
it's one of those things you can, every round you could cast it and basically hit up a new area, that's still around you.
Because we're not technically in initiative, so it doesn't actually take actions for this. She's
Right.
going to take her crossbow and shoot the head of each of them,
Okay.
of each of the corpses.
So roll 2 attacks.
Just hits or like just the damages? No, the hits.
No, you gotta roll the
Ignore my
hits.
question.
You gotta roll the hits. I mean, you still gotta hit. You could shoot the wall.
Very true.
The first one is a 20,
Okay, that hits easily.
and then the second one. Sorry, my computer's freezing up. Is a 24 because it's a
Yep.
nat 20.
Okay, so both hit really well. I mean, nat 20 and all, so straight in the head of these corpses that are, a mere 10 feet, 15 feet away. Also, Rogar, at the end of your turn, did you want to move down towards the other group? Since you can't move your guy,
Yeah.
I have to.
Yes,
Move 'em.
from your tool.
Okay, so you kind of catch up with the rest of the group here, so I can strip away some layers so we can see it a little easier.
At this point, if everyone's meeting back up, he's gonna dismiss any other ones.
Okay,
Flock of familiars.
alright. So now Everyone looks to be down there. There we go. Okay. So, Diana, you shot both of them. Neither of them move. But then, all of a sudden,
Oh no.
There it is.
coming out of the body that is not desiccated,
That bitch.
which, based on the description that Thunder said, you would estimate that that was probably Jeremiah's body. Some strange spirit rises up and comes towards you. I need everyone to roll initiative one more time.
Alrighty, here we go. Yikes.
Oh, nat 20, 22.
Jeez, you're on fire
21.
tonight.
Yeah, I love the D&D Beyond dice.
You're-
I'm not even shitting you.
You're on fire, and I am rolling shit. I've rolled
11.
two ones in a row.
Yikes.
Okay, everyone got their initiative, so we'll go around. Jacob,
11.
okay. Diana,
22.
okay. Oak,
21.
ooh, okay. Rogar,
12.
okay. And yep, there we go. We've got the order now. So it's gonna start out with Diana. You are first.
Spooky, scary spirit disappeared.
Whoopie Gary Skeleton.
Can I do a check really quick to see what's in front of me? More so, can you technically put it to sleep?
That will be a religion check.
Okay. I got 19.
You are pretty confident that this is a spirit called a wraith. And this is a fairly powerful undead.
Okay.
You're thinking that it probably is not going to sleep from such a low, from a spell like that. That's probably not going to do it for this.
Like, is it immune to anything specific?
You are not sure. You just know that this is a fairly powerful undead creature.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Dragon's Breath at a 3rd level on myself.
Okay.
And then I am going to immediately use it.
Okay. So use that and your action. So that is a DC what again for Dragon's Breath?
13.
13?
Or Dex.
Dex 13. Okay. So, yoink. And rolling the die. And that was a 19 on the die. So.
So it takes half damage.
Mm-hmm.
No, 46. So
So it's a 46. I got 5, 4, 4, and 6. 5, 4, 9, 4, 13, 6 is 19.
Okay, so half of 19 is 9 because we always round down. All right.
So 9 damage, and then
what type of damage?
Yeah. What type was your Dragon's Breath?
I literally can only use ice magic, guys.
That's right. So cold damage then. And as you cast this at it, you notice that it dodged really well. So it didn't take the full brunt of it, but even what hit it, it didn't seem like it phased it as much as you thought it would. You still have movement if you so desire to move.
If I move back, it's gonna attack me.
That's quite a possibility, yes.
It might be friendly.
She
See,
did
I've
this
tried before with a wraith. I've tried this before with a wraith. The whole talking to it thing.
So, moving or no?
Yes, because I have cutting words if I need to use it to protect myself.
Okay. So go ahead and move yourself out of the way wherever you're going to go. And it will attempt an attack of opportunity. Ink. Whoop. Oh my lord.
That one.
That one again.
Ooh.
Ah, man. I am hurting.
I am safe.
I am hurting for the rolls. Okay.
Yeah, Diana immediately noped out.
Yep. Okay. So it took its attack of opportunity. It is now Oak's turn.
Okay, Oak is gonna move up. He's going to rage,
All right.
Yeah.
and he's going to swing his great axe 2 times.
Okay.
Does a 9 hit for the first attack?
Does a 9 hit? A 9 does not. It does not hit.
Does a 7 hit?
No.
Give Oak a part. Can I give Oak an inspiration? Because it says
Not-
it can be added after seeing
No.
the roll.
The inspiration can be added after the roll if you've already given it to them.
Okay.
Yep.
So it had
You have to use a bonus action to
Okay.
give
My bad.
on your turn.
Can I make these reckless attacks?
I'm slowly learning.
Okay.
Can I make these reckless attacks?
Sure.
And I'm not using the
one of
DV.
them.
Oh, and by the way, I had not been mentioned before, but you're not frightened anymore. The mummy's gone. So
Yeah, I got
okay. I figured that's why I didn't key in on
Those
it.
2 rolls will be 1 attack.
Okay,
one
so the
attack.
first attack missed. So you're
Does a 21 hit?
absolutely hits.
Thank God. $16 damage.
Okay. As your axe cuts deep into it, it makes a kind of a wail and scream of rage at you. I can't do it.
Right back.
All right. And you still have movement left if you want to move. Other than that,
Nope, he's good.
okay.
Good.
Rogar, you are up.
Sorry, I was
You were
thinking
muted.
something really quick.
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't talking, that's why.
Ah,
It's very hard to tell which character I am, so I'm just gonna move as close as I can.
okay. And drink. There, that's you. Here, I'll help you out. See,
I'm
Rogar,
sure
Deke,
close
James.
enough to attack.
You'll be able to see. Yeah, you're right up next to it. You and Oak are
Okay.
side by side.
Battle
Alright,
buddies.
God. Nope, I do not want to look at you. I will make my 2 attacks against this poor creature who's.
You're radiant.
So, make your attacks.
Oh wow! Ooh, not 20 for the first one, and I'm just I'm gonna go ahead and divine smite it.
Okay, all
Yes.
right.
What level are you using?
And that-
Smite.
And that's at a 3rd level.
Fuck yes.
Mm.
This is about to hurt.
Yeah. Oh lord,
it up.
this is gonna hurt.
This is gonna suck.
Yeah. I was planning on this being a challenge, but it might not be. Not with the way I'm rolling and the way you guys are rolling.
Who's got a
Do the base. Okay, well, my basic attack only did 2, 3, so 6, and then the radiant
Okay.
is going to be. I don't have enough dice for this. I'll have to roll it in groups and pull out a calculator.
Mm,
How many dice do you need to roll?
So at third level, that's 2d8
Because we can roll
starting out,
for you
one
on
for
D&D Beyond.
undead.
Or I can just.
Do you,
I mean, if you count,
do you
I'll
have
just
your
say the
critical
number
hit gaming
five.
supply dice?
Man, I only have one of the. I'm at a lot of dice.
How
Yeah.
many die of what number do you need to roll?
I need to roll a lot. Oh wait, I have it on. Never mind. I
You have it on
D&D Beyond too.
Exactly.
I didn't want to use that. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 2 more for it being a higher level. 1 more for that. Does this? Yeah, this also crits, right?
Oh yes, all the dice are doubled.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry.
Yeah, the additional damage is not like, plus whatever to hit, or plus whatever damage for like your strength or whatever. That doesn't get doubled, but all the dice get doubled.
Okay.
That's how a crit works. That's why paladins with their smites are fucking when they crit.
That's
Oh,
You-
get off my screen.
Just struggle.
Yes. Just
It is not happening.
Oh, yeah.
Badass
So it
damage
should-
too.
It should be 12d8.
Yep, that sounds probably about right.
56 radiant damage.
58. 5d8 plus. Oh god, that is 12 d8s.
Okay.
I have a second attack if I need it.
Okay.
How much was it? I'm sorry, can you say that?
Hey Rogar. Hey Rogar.
Yeah.
Show me what you got.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like thrust my blade into it and my dark light. I don't know how it looks. It looks pretty dope. It's just gonna expel from inside of it and just
You're like, no.
vanquish it from this.
Okay.
Vanquish it from the world.
Okay, as you guys all witness, Oak comes down and slashes this thing and it screams at him, and then Rogar runs up. You see his sword is glowing, and it almost seems like his entire body is glowing with this combination of almost a twisting light and dark aura. And as he thrusts his sword into this creature, that the light and the dark feed into it, start filling into it, and it begins to glow for just a second as it then almost explodes with something your eyes can't even comprehend, as both light and shadow burst forth from its form, and it is no more.
Just gonna look over at Rogar and be like, dude.
Jacob is just like, he's scattering his books. He's like, oh, okay, so that. Oh.
I am a soon-to-be Kingslayer.
I didn't even get
Just gonna
to
walk
use
up
the
to
abilities.
walk
Ah.
up to.
I know, it's sad.
Diana's gonna walk up to Rogar and pat his back and be like, and this is why I love you right now, and just walk past him.
And Oak just looks sad, just like, you don't love me.
Okay.
I love you too, Oak. You know this.
And
As-
just like,
Oh,
The body of
Oh.
Jeremiah.
Okay, so you moved up. I'll move you up here. So,
Diana.
okay,
Sorry. Do you want me to continue or?
I will be right back.
okay. So Diana, as
Yes.
as you look and up here, you see in the chest the hand of the desiccated corpse, which is kind of up in this corner, is covering a black stone. Jacob,
Oh,
you
boy.
see the corpse of what you believe to be Jeremiah, based on the description you had been given by Thunder. And he looks drained of life. It's like this creature sucked it from him. He doesn't
Right.
look desiccated like the other corpse does, but it's his body is just completely pale and is
Jacob
lifeless.
going to investigate Jeremiah's body to see if there's anything on him that he would like.
Okay, roll investigation.
Can do. Yeah.
Sorry, I saw a very big bug.
No problem.
I had to deal with
No
it. It
problem.
still has not been dealt with. But it went underneath my bed, so.
Alright, hold up. There it is.
Oh, the one. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Agent told.
If you're watching on the stream,
Oh, I know.
here you go. Fail. Got new
But,
little
Diana-
thingies you can put up there. Yay.
Diana's gonna just kind of be staring in the box for a good, like, hot minute. Just
Okay.
as if, like, trying to psych herself to just put the cloth down, just do what she needs to do, just get it done with. But the more she's staring at the stone, the more scared she's getting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
Place my hand on her shoulder.
she's also feeling Rogar touch her. She'll relax a tiny bit, and then she's actually gonna look over at Jacob and actually reach out for him.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob, like, as he's kind of like pulling the like through the robes of this corpse, just. All right, not now. And he's going to.
What did you get on your investigation roll, by the way?
It was a total of 8.
8.
Total of 8. Okay. You really don't find much. You do notice that there is a ring on his finger, but other than that, you really don't find much
Take the
else.
ring.
I take the ring.
Okay.
That's it for now. And then Jacob is going to, stand with Diana.
Okay.
And once Jacob gets close enough, she's actually going to grip his hand tightly, and then
We'll move closer and, like, I don't know, complete the circle of friends, I guess.
Okay.
and
Friendship power.
so the way I'm picturing it is Oak is on one shoulder, Rogar's on the other, and then she's kind of holding Jacob's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Is the way I'm seeing it in my head.
Okay.
And then she will lay the cloth over the stone and do exactly as Jacob told her to.
Dun dun.
I think-
writing notes.
You there?
He's typing something.
He's typing something to someone.
Oh god, he is typing something.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Julio.
So as you do this,
You
you
said that
you
to
follow. Yeah, I know. I wanted to type it.
It's fair enough.
You throw this cloth over top of the stone as you're saying these words, and the cloth itself then wraps around the stone and seems to harden into it's almost like some kind of stone or diamond, hardness to it. And it looks, Oak would notice, very similar to what you saw happen with the other one, except that one was actually wrapped up when it was in the box. This one is around the stone itself.
Once that's done, Diana's going to squeeze Jacob's hand tightly and then grab the stone.
Jacob, you really should have left one of the little harims outside with Thunder.
It's fine. Hold on.
Time to run.
Nothing happens to her grabbing the stone.
No, nothing that you notice.
So once she has it, she's just gonna hold on to it tightly and then look at the others and go, I feel like we need to run. And I don't know, we should probably run!
Alright, fast as people go, and he's going to do another just find flock of familiars,
Okay.
and he is going to send his friend
Okay.
as fast as it can, which dashing, making 120 feet of movement constantly
Mm-hmm.
out of the place the same way that they came in.
Okay.
And he's going to quickly just say, all right, I can do a teleport 3 times. I can get everyone, kind of.
Let's go.
Who's the fastest?
I've got 40 feet on me. I can move. I can run pretty fast.
Question. If I shift into a fox and hide in your robes, couldn't you take me and somebody else with you at the same time?
It
No, I think
sadly
he's okay.
doesn't work that way. It can only be one.
I'm trying.
I know, it's alright, I understand. So who is the fastest? As far as I can tell, it's Oak.
I'm a fast boy. Let's go.
Alright, Oak,
Oak will
I need
run.
you to you're gonna have to run. I can grab the other 2 and get us out.
Okay, let's go. Oak starts running
Okay.
out. Do I
Okay.
have to really actually like bring
No.
him?
No.
Thank-
You
thank
guys,
God.
you guys managed to make it out. Hold on. You managed to make it out of this stronghold, and we'll make this real easy.
Just 3 thunder steps, just casually.
Oh my God. Thunder.
And
Just back out over here.
All right, boom. Okay, and so you make it back there
Woo.
to the front again, and you see Thunder, and there is, as you get close to him, there is sweat dripping down his face, and you see him kind of shaking. He's like, "Oh, thank you. I cannot hold it much longer."
Go.
Diana's just like, go!
And as you step into the circle, and he looks and sees all of you there, he quickly waves his hand, and you find yourselves back again outside of Oak's tribe in that clearing that you had found yourself before. It is late at night, because you had left, right near dusk when you arrived there, and you only were there for an hour. But you're, just a couple short minute or so walk away from Oak's actual village, the semi-permanent residence that it has established for the last 4 months.
Diana's just gonna drop to her knees because all of that was terrifying. And she's just gonna look down at the stone in her palm and, without even thinking about it, she's gonna fully admit, had I not had you guys there, I don't think I could have grabbed it.
Oak will hug Diana.
I will mage hand at her head.
That's a perfect use of it.
Yes.
I don't do the affection shit.
Prim is going to just kind of land on the shoulder, and then Jacob will, seeing as she is taken over by a hug from Oak, is going to...
Well, no, he'll go and let Jacob hug her.
Jacob's just going to drop down and just... around.
Okay.
Give a hug.
And then
Rogar will
Oak
look
hug
over
both of
to
them.
the head.
Oak will hug both of them, and he'll pull Rogar in for a group hug.
Yeah, no, I won't.
Good choice.
Wait, no,
I will
don't
tribute.
want that.
Group hug!
Yeah, no. Rogar will look to Thunder and look at, do you need assistance back to your tent?
Okay.
Oh, dude, I see it from here.
That was a big boy.
Yeah.
Another
But no,
big boy.
Diana's just gonna keep looking at the stone and just because Jacob's still close to her, he can hear her muttering to herself, like, one tiny little piece caused all of that. The wraiths, the zombies, the bodies. And this is just a piece of it. And we're supposed to just hand it over to a church?
That's not the goal.
So we're keeping it.
Yes. Frankly. We are trading the gauntlet we got from the other place for the stone that they gave them before meeting us. So we will be carrying 2 with us.
Oh my god, I saw
What
your dog
happened?
moving. Zeke, I saw your dog moving in the background and I thought it was a bug.
He's good. He's just a giant tarantula.
You got bugs on the brain now, huh?
Look at
Yes,
him.
I do, and
at
I'm
him.
terrified and I'm sleeping
See,
in a
now he's
different
looking at you guys.
puppy. Sorry, puppy.
But no, Diana's just she's gonna pause and be like, what happens if they get too close to each other? Do we know what will happen if we have pieces that close to each other?
Nope.
No.
Okay, then how about this? It's gonna happen if I put it in its own little pocket inside the bag of holding. Do you think the bag can keep them separate enough?
You would know bag of holding is doesn't have separate pockets. It is just like a big sack basically. The handy haversack has separate pockets.
Explained how
It's like
you had also
Hermione.
explained prior.
Is it like Hermione's bag in the Deathly Hallows where it's just there's stuff everywhere in there. It's
Yes.
just like a big pile.
Yes.
Don't
It's
put 2
basically like
inside each other.
yeah, that's not good. It's basically just like an think like a burlap sack almost, but when you put stuff in it, it's just like it has way more space in there than you would think.
I'm wigging out.
The reason I was asking is because when we were in the desert, we had put ice and berries and everything inside the bag of holding.
Right, and
but
here's
they were all separated.
they're not though. The thing is, everything is together, but when you call for something, when you basically say, when you think, I want this, it pulls that one thing out. But everything's all there.
Okay.
It's all in the
Because
same space.
That had been what I was. Yeah, that's what I had been concerned about because I was talking to you. It's like I don't want this mixing with that, and you had told me they're not actually touching each other or near each other. They're all in the same area, but they're not actually with each other.
Right. It's not like a separate pocket. It's a pocket dimension, and they're just all in there. They're not really mixing, but they're all there, and
Think of it like they're floating
they're
maybe a few inches away from each other.
It's the International Space Station.
Okay.
You've just opened your meal, and your fork is floating over here. Your orange juice is floating over here.
Okay, that makes more sense now. So she's gonna look at Jacob and she's gonna go, would it be safer or more dangerous to just keep the pieces in the bag?
Honestly, it would probably be safer to put one and then the others. No, I don't think having all of them together is not a sound idea. What might need to happen is... And he's just going to kind of look, knowing Oak is kind of there. It's probably going to have to be that each person is going to need to hold one.
Probably.
Do we know how many pieces there are?
We have no idea.
And what happens if we run out of bodies?
We find more people. But knowing
Except
our
you
luck,
can't come with us, Oak.
But knowing our luck, it'll only be like 4 or 5, and
Worst case scenario, I'll hold 2 first. I'll be the first one to do it.
No, you're not.
I will be the first one to do it.
Jacob, we all
No,
know
because
you
Diana's
have shit to deal with, and you're not gonna be the one to hold 2.
Diana's also gonna point at Jacob and go, here's the thing. I can technically carry 2. I can keep 1 in my side pouch and then 1 in the bag itself. They'll still be separated enough.
What I'm getting at is...
And you can't even argue with that logic.
I'm not arguing with that. I'm saying if it gets to the point that someone has to test to see what would happen if 2 were near each other, I would prefer it to be myself, so that no one else gets hurt. And I can easily
You.
move myself away.
Except you saw what it did to those bodies.
Oh, is that Rogar?
I don't think you can
Oh,
just...
I was gonna say I could knock him unconscious, but then I just thought about, yeah, you struggled and died.
Regardless, one of them is being
And-
sealed. It shouldn't be a problem right now.
Listen, for
Don't
now,
take this the wrong way, Jacob, but I really don't think the blind man should be carrying 2 pieces of something that could potentially kill him very quickly.
to be fair, he's very capable.
Thank you.
Thunder
Capable or not.
Thunder interrupts this conversation for a second. You notice he had been kind of catching his breath. It's obviously that this primal magic that he's used has taken a lot of his strength, especially holding it for an hour. And he finally kind of looks up and he walks over to Oak and he looks at you. There's still not any smile in his expression. No smile in his eye. I won't say eyes because he's only got one. But he looks at you, and you can tell there seems to be some honest respect there. As he stares at you for just a few moments, and says, "So you have accomplished it?"
Yep. We can go home now.
Kind of nods his head at you. He says, "We should let the others know."
And Oak will stand up. He'll pat Diana on the back, and then he'll say, "I gotta go see Great Bear. I gotta go let him know." And he'll go walk off towards the big tent. Assuming that's where Great Bear is.
Good assumption.
Just gonna keep sitting there just looking at the thing in her hand, because it's like... That's a lot of power in a very tiny thing in her hand at the moment, and it's terrifying.
Great cosmic
And she's
power.
not ready... Yeah, she's not ready to let go of it, only because she's terrified if she does, like, the wrapping around it is suddenly just gonna, like, release.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows it won't, but she's fine.
Alright, so after sitting there for a while, Oak, you have walked back to the chief's tent and gone to go speak to him. The rest of you eventually head into the village, I'm sure. And Oak, as you approach the chief's tent, you actually see him coming out, and the rest of you are just kind of coming in at the edge of town. And the chief sees you standing there, and he is up at his full height. His chest swells, and he looks at you and he says, "So your mission went well."
Yes, we can go home now.
And a big, very toothy smile comes across his face.
Uh-oh.
And he goes, "I like that. To our hunting grounds."
Yeah!
Rah.
And then you hear him let out a very large roar. And even though it is later into the evening and many have already gone to bed, you see people, more of your tribe's members, waking up, coming out of their tents, and they see the chief just roaring there, just this long, loud, prolonged roar. And then they gather around. He says, "My lieutenant, my shaman, and these," as he indicates across to Jacob, Diana, and Rogar, "fine people, have rid a terrible evil from our lands. We can now go home." And everyone just cheers around. It's like the fight all over again. The entire village is just putting up this cacophony of noises. Roars, yips, howls, growls, everything you can imagine, all different types of shifters. And you can just feel this energy in the air as it seems like a weight has been lifted and this just release of tension from the entire tribe. It's invigorating. And even though it's been a long day and a very scary and difficult evening, any fear you guys had seems to be washed away. Any tiredness just drains away from you, and you feel just invigorated.
Diana is gonna look at Oak and go, "Do you mind if we wait until morning for us to head out?"
Yeah, that's totally fine. You guys, we all need rest. You guys can stay and rest and all that.
All right. So do you guys go to bed?
Diana is actually, when she goes to the tent that she and Jacob were staying in, or more so the tent Jacob was staying in, she's actually going to just sit there and look at the stone for a few moments, and then remembering something that she has seen Jacob and Rhea both do, she is actually going to try and focus on the stone's energy itself in a meditative state for a bit.
Okay.
Jacob.
Because she's trying to understand exactly what it is as best she can, since she's going to be the one stuck carrying it.
Jacob is going to look at that ring. And is going to cast Identify on it.
Okay. You spend the time to cast that spell, And you realize this is a ring of mind shielding. Something that, you've heard about these things before. This is a very useful item. It's also pretty powerful as magic items go.
Alright. Oh. Jacob.
Guys, I'm so paranoid right now.
Oh my god.
Jacob will slide the ring on.
Okay. You go ahead and slide the ring on. And when you do, you can feel the power in that ring. And you also hear for just a moment a voice in your head says, "Ah, a new owner. Interesting."
Hello. He's just gonna, like, go with the question mark, just hello.
You hear in your head, yes, who are you?
I am Jacob, as many people refer to me as. To whom am I speaking to?
Honestly, I don't remember. It's been so long. My previous owner just called me his lucky charm.
Do you want a name?
Whenever you think of a name that suits you best, I will call you it.
Okay, I think I like that idea. You don't hear anything else?
And he will take the time to attune to it.
Okay. Alright, so that is what you are doing with that. Diana, as you meditate, it seems like everything that Rhea, had shown you with meditation and stuff like that, it seems to come to you fairly easily, actually, and you feel like, okay, this is something I can do. And you slip into a calm state. It's a little awkward at first, kind of alone with your thoughts. But then it just feels natural. And you actually seem to kind of get a clear focus on yourself. You're not feeling any thoughts come to your mind about this stone or what it is. But you start to think of home. Your real home in the north. You start to wonder if you'll ever get back there. And if you do, how will things go down with your mother? And before you realize it, your thoughts drift and drift some more. And you start seeing pleasant thoughts. Thoughts of a future, a life. Maybe with someone special. You kind of keep that to yourself. You kind of keep that to those thoughts in your heart, and you smile. And then
You wake up.
the next thing you know, you are dreaming peacefully. As are the rest of you.
Did I fall asleep sitting up?
Yep,
What's up?
you certainly did. Does anyone else who is not asleep now wish to do anything quickly before they go to bed?
Rogar's gonna go visit Thunder.
I want to not be itchy if like lots of bugs. Can I do that?
We'll see what we can do that. You said you wanted to go see Thunder?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Alright, so you go to check out his tent. And he is in there. He seems to be resting. Just kind of... He himself is sitting, almost in a meditative pose, similar to what Diana was doing. But, yeah, he is there. And he sees you come in, he's like, yes, it is you, Rogar, right? That was the name?
Yeah.
Please, sit.
Sure.
What can I do for you
So,
now?
earlier you spoke of, that power.
Yes.
I know that was yesterday, man. These days are all seen as one. What do you know of this power?
You had a taste of it already. The magic I showed you. It is a magic of nature. It is a magic of essence, energy, pure, raw emotion. There's power in that. I can teach you this.
Sure, yeah, why not?
You have already
Make sure to come back.
you have already given me what I really desired. Freedom for my people.
Oh, okay.
That is the power I wanted. So I can teach you some of this. He goes and he takes his big shaman book.
Heck yeah.
He opens it up
Understand?
and he says, if you are not too tired, perhaps we can learn from each other this night. He says,
Oh,
look through, see what interests you. I will teach you. And you basically, to put it in game terms, he will be able to teach you one of these primal magic spells. Okay? It will not give you an additional spell slot, but it will give you a special spell that is based on this primal magic that you can actually use. We will discuss the options out of game so that you can work on that and you can choose which one you want.
cool.
Alright? Anything else?
I guess that's it for me. I would head to bed afterwards.
Okay. Alright, so you guys eventually all are in bed. You wake up The next morning, Oak, you still kind of feel like shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't. In fact, your wounds haven't really healed at all.
Oh, goes to Thunder. Thunder, there's something wrong.
Okay. After studying you actually for like a couple hours.
Do the rest of us get long rests?
Yes, all the rest of you get a long rest. But after studying you for like a couple hours, he finally goes, I think I can heal this.
Thank you.
But it is not going to be easy. See me this evening, and I should be able to have something prepared.
Okay. Thank you, Thunder. And then he'll go to see his friends.
Okay.
I had the weirdest dream.
What, were you and Jacob married and had a child?
The moment Oak says that, Diana's actually gonna go beat Red and look at Oak in like this disbelieving shock.
No. You know.
Which kind of proves to Oak he hit the nail like on the fucking head.
I know.
And she's just be like, no? I don't, no, go away.
I know. Just smile like he's gotten away with murder.
All right.
Oak's crazy, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Was your child cute? Was it a boy or a girl?
Doesn't matter. Because that's not what my dream was.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Then what was it about?
Things and stuff.
My favorite phrase. Things and
Sure.
stuff and things.
Wow.
And she's just gonna look at Oak and just be like, I should hit you.
Why?
And she's gonna open her bag of holding and start counting all of the like goodies and coins and stuff that they got throughout the.
You went mute and then unmuted.
There it goes.
There we go.
So, okay, that sounds good. You go ahead and do that, and that's what you're kind of doing during the hour or so. And also, it looks like your camera froze up there, Diana.
That it does.
So you look through, and if you want, Jacob, you can also, try to cast Identify or Detect Magic or whatever on things to figure things out.
I'm kind of, as he's just kind of sitting there, he's just, he'll occasionally talk, and then in his head just, well, I'm used to talking to Prim here, and he kind of points to his shoulder, not knowing if he can see it or not.
Does Diana notice what he's doing?
Well, he's telepathically talking. He's talking in
Yeah,
his
but
head.
like he'll like point to him and do something with his hands. Like she can tell he's having a conversation.
You are
but
counting
not-
gold, ma'am.
Yep, you are. Your attention is focused on that.
How much
You
did I
don't-
get?
We'll get to that.
Exactly. And he's just going to, I'm used to kind of talking in the head, so if you want to communicate more, you can. Is there anything that you wish to know? He'll sit in silence for a response. If he doesn't get anything, he'll just say, lines of communication will be open. So just if you have anything, say it, and I will respond.
Okay. You hear nothing.
Then-
You hear nothing at this time.
Okay. And then he will go and and he, he'll just sit around and just watch the counting and be like, let's see here. There's now 1, 5, 25. He's counting.
Okay.
I know how to count, Jacob.
Speaking of
Double checking
count,
your work.
you find out that you, after counting everything, which while Oak is away getting treated, and Rogar, you basically were up all night with working on this spell stuff with Thunder, and you guys took a break and took like a little bit of rest and but you were kind of up and down the whole night working on this, as well as some this morning, and so that's kind of what everyone has been doing. Diana, you counted out there was 10 platinum, 900 gold, 1500 silver, and 150 copper.
Hang on, 10 platinum, 900 gold,
I'll send you the info after the game.
1500 silver, and what else?
150 copper.
Money.
You
I
also
am rich.
you also found in there a bronze crown. The gold cloth vestments that you found. There was a small box, and in it was some hand-carved turquoise animal figurines. And then 2 embroidered silk handkerchiefs.
She's gonna look at the turquoise statuette, and what animal is it specifically?
It's several turquoise figurines.
What are they? Like,
Random ones. One looks like...
Is there a bear?
Yeah, there's bear in there. There looks to be a
Is there a
dog.
wolf?
There's a horse. There looks to be a little bird in there. There looks to be this weird thing with a kind of a bumpy back and a longer neck and legs.
Cannibal.
Something with a really long trunk that a long nose.
elephant.
You haven't really you've heard tales of those, but you haven't really seen them in person. Some just random things. You can kind of pick and choose what you want. Really, it's just random animals.
She's gonna take the dog one out of the set. Has Oak come back to their tent by then?
Sure.
So she's gonna take the dog statuette out of the case and then just kind of toss it over to Oak.
Catches it. Hopefully.
It's like,
Oh.
Oh shit!
goes to Oak. She'll grab the bird one and hand it to Jacob,
Okay.
and then she'll look through a few more of them, and she's like, I don't know what kind of an animal Rogar would want.
What about the horse?
Would he want the horse?
I don't know, but he reminds me of Calder.
Fuck the pony man.
Hey,
And
give
she'll
him the one with the...
I'll just ask him later, and she'll close the box and put that away. And then she'll look at the gold sheets and everything. She's like, I could make a really nice scarf out of these.
I would.
Okay. You
Yeah,
also
think about it. I could make a new little waist sash, add some coins to it, make it look really nice. It'd be perfect to
Okay.
replace my old one.
You guys also notice, because you kind of took the time, and I'll say Jacob, eventually you would have taken the time to check things out.
Mm-hmm.
The studded leather armor that you found is glamored studded leather armor,
Oh.
which means basically you can make it look like other armor, or like just clothes, so that No one
Diana's gonna be so excited about that. She's like, I gotta stimulate my nuts.
And
She's
the
just gonna be doing a little jig.
and the splint mail that you found is cast off splint mail.
Oh, that's also pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it doesn't take 10 minutes to undress and redress in the armor. Someone might like that.
Okay, so
No.
I have new armor that I need to get fitted more properly.
Mm-hmm.
That can be for Rogar. I can make a new sash out of those. And she's like, I gave a figurine to gave one to Jacob. I'll figure Rogar out later. What else did she get?
Hold on, let me back up. There was a bronze crown, the vestments, the figures, and then the silk handkerchiefs. And then there was the ring Jacob found, the cast-off splint mail, and the glamored studded leather, and then the
We can
money.
probably sell the crown and the handkerchiefs.
What? Don't sell a crown?
Why not?
Yeah,
It's
but
just bronze.
instant voice.
It's just bronze.
I would hold on to it. I mean, we don't know what it could be used for yet. Haggle prices later. I mean, we'll discuss it.
Oh, before we leave, think you could help me make a new waist sash with these things, and she'll hold up the gold cloths.
Sure, Oak will help.
I can, like, it'll give me a chance to teach you how to make some of the gypsy stuff that I used to wear.
Do I need to roll thing?
It's more
No.
Diana's leading
Yeah.
him through how to make it.
Yeah, you don't need to roll for it. This is something you could learn and do fairly easily. So, as the day approaches midday, it starts to seem like a goodbye is on the horizon. You all kind of feel it in the air that it's clear Oak is gonna stay with his tribe. And at some point you will need to move on.
So
But none of
once
you
Diana's-
seem to want to approach that point. None of you seem
Why?
to
You
want to bring the issue of time to leave. Well, maybe some of you do, but some don't. Some seem reluctant to want to leave.
Oh, hey, there's a cat.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Hold on.
Kitty. Oh, and there it goes. Just run.
So once Diana's done showing Oak how to make the sash and everything else, she's actually going to take it, and because of the way she showed him how to sew it and everything, she actually is going to tie it around one of his arms on his bicep
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
and make sure it's nice and snug. And once that's done, she'll just kind of like smile sadly, but she'll still smile and be like, there, now you have something of each of us.
And Oak will hug Diana, and then he'll hug Jacob, and then he'll find Rogar and hug him too. And then he'll bring everyone in for a group hug, because no one is getting
him away. I will fight it every second. I don't
Oak
know.
has Rogar in a chokehold at some point. It's like,
Accept my love.
I was like, oh no, that doesn't even show up to me. He is not touchy feeling.
let me have this.
As I touched his chest.
Calling on you for
Mhm.
well, 6 days now.
You've known me for like a week.
I don't know, man. With the whole time confusion thing, I got lost. So it might be a week. I will mage hand hug you.
Okay, that's fair.
That's the closest contact you get of Rogar.
He's gonna look at Diana and Jacob, and he's gonna say, "You guys will continue the stone quest thing for me, right? Make sure."
100%.
And Diana's just gonna grin and go, besides, I have to come convince you guys to come back to the north at some point.
Yeah. And he's gonna look at Jacob, not Jacob, Rogar, and he's gonna say,
Takes that.
you. I'm giving you a special assignment. You are to make sure that these two don't die on the way to
Oh
Azeroth.
my god.
And he'll like hold out his hand like it's like, deal?
I'll mage handshake it.
He just doesn't.
Diana's just gonna look at Rogar and be like, it's okay to touch people, you know.
People. That's very rare. If you really need it, like I told you
So-
earlier.
I mean,
And Diana's just gonna look at him and go, so am I a
That's
special
what you
case
do,
of like
yeah.
helping you undress, or what is this?
I mean, I've touched him while he was naked, so.
Yeah, and Diana's gonna like gesture to
I'm
Jacob
gonna
like,
leave.
see?
Disgusting.
Also,
not to do that.
While they're arguing, Oak is gonna go and get the horses and bring them over to them. And
Okay.
he's gonna be like, he's tearing up at this point. He's just like,
Oh.
you gotta make sure that Bean gets all the pets and scritches when you're done walking and stuff. And Wind likes to run around and make sure Willow gets all the nice stuff to eat because she's the nicest. And make sure Bolt isn't an asshole to all the others. And he's just gonna like hand the reins to Diana and just be like, just take good care of my baby.
Like, I will, though I will also admit, and she's just gonna then hand the reins to Jacob. And she's like, I don't know how to take care of horses. I'm used to oxen. That's what we would use with the caravans, oxes. We didn't really use horses.
Take care of the horses. Rogar, take care of the horses.
I will take care of the horses.
Thank you, Rogar.
Very
And
embarrassing.
Oak will hand the reins to Rogar.
I'm humble.
Expecting the blind person to be able to handle the horses.
Mage hand pastoral with me.
And Diana's gonna like, she's gonna look past Oak to where like the group of the tribe is, and she's gonna think it over for a second before turning to Oak, and she'll hold her hand out to him and go, how about this? When I get my kingdom back, I'm gonna kinda need somebody new to lead the armies.
I mean, maybe. I
would rather have
can't-
somebody I trust.
I
And you've
can't
already
say-
proven you're gonna be able to lead people.
Thank you, Diana. But I can't say. I honestly can't say if I would be able to. 'Cause I've got a responsibility to my people, and they may not want to move from their ancestral lands again.
I can try. I'm cute. I'm good at convincing people.
You are, but we're stubborn. It's an occupational hazard, I guess.
Then you have to promise to visit.
Oh, yeah, of course. You have to promise to
Yes.
marry Jacob, though.
What?
I'm not gonna be there to do the denial cough anymore. You two have got to sort out your issues and get married. Or at least on it.
I can hold
Come
the
from?
ceremony right now.
No!
I literally possess the power.
Rogar, we're fine! And at this point, like, she is bright red and her tail is just losing its mind behind her. It's just- we don't, we're not, does not, no!
Uh,
I did miss you when you were drunk, so.
We haven't discussed that!
I know,
Properly.
and that's why I'm opening a can of worms again.
would you do this to me?
With them being like, I'm assuming like order-wise, it's like Diana in the front, Jacob like a little bit behind, and Rogar behind them.
Sure.
That's how I see it. I mean, obviously, I don't know how anyone else sees it. Okay. Jacob will just look over to Oak and a silent nod. That's all.
Diana doesn't see any of this.
Mm-hmm. And is going to say, "Oh, it's gonna be weird not having you around."
Yeah, it's gonna be weird not having you guys around either.
Maybe less blind jokes will happen. Who knows?
Diana, you have to make more blind jokes for me.
God.
You know, fair though. It's gonna be nice to not hear your cough anymore.
Denial.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So do you
Yeah,
guys...
maybe someone else will contract it.
subtle look at Rogar.
That will never happen.
or into the future.
Oh God, Yuri.
Sure.
Future.
So, do you guys eventually...
Diana's going to suddenly remember something
Okay.
and then take off running away from everyone to head back to Great Bear's tent.
Okay.
Jacob will then kind of step forward to Oak. Oak, you've been as close as many people could be in a small amount of time. I don't. All right, I'm really bad at these things.
Oh, we'll just hug Jacob.
Yeah.
Don't worry, buddy. You'll find a new wingman. I promise.
Okay. I'm gonna miss you.
Me too. I'll miss making blind jokes. But wait, I can make half blind jokes with thunder.
He looks over to the crowd and sees Thunder.
Oh no, he is sleeping, man.
He's not there. It's just gonna be like, oh, good luck.
All right, so
And
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
And it just when I get the ability, I'll contact you occasionally, if you don't mind.
Of course.
I'll check
Let
in.
me know if you guys need any help with anything.
All right.
Especially if you guys go up against the pact. I've got the path. I've got an I think like within a year I think I've got like my own.
Oh. All right. That's good to know. I will also contact you if I need any help with the thing in the stronghold. About the person I need to murder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And also, don't expect it to be quite literally a random ghost talking to you. It's most likely.
Oh yeah, no. I think I've gotten it down.
All right. And then he's just gonna. He doesn't know how to end hug, so he's just
Pat.
exactly. And then he's gonna take a step back.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Diana,
Yes.
you
So,
you went over
There
to...
were
Yep.
3 pieces of that golden cloth.
Yep.
So she made one for Oak, and she literally bolts to Great Bear's tent. And as she gets inside, she's going to forgetting the whole technically you're a leader of a giant group thing, and I should probably be respecting you bit. She's actually going to go straight over to Great Bear and hold out one of the other golden pieces that she had taught Oak how to sew together.
Okay.
And she's actually going to hold it out to Great Bear and go, "We're leaving, and I wanted to make sure I gave this to you because, while I understand I'm not actually a part of your guys' tribe, and my kingdom is much farther north than where you guys are going, I just wanted to give you this as a thank you for reminding me about my dad."
You hear just kind of a low, satisfied growl, not one of disapproval, but one of considering and pleasantly surprised and happy. Just and he reaches out his hand and accepts the cloth from you, and with his other hand he reaches out, he puts it on the side of your face, and he smiles at you, and he says, "Travel well, sister," and then takes his hand back.
And she's just gonna smile and be like, "And when I get my kingdom back, I know you guys are stuck to your grounds, but you're more than welcome to visit or migrate or anything. I'm not technically part of your guys' tribe, but I want to welcome you into my own."
Something to consider when the time comes.
Now, I should probably go.
Yes.
and she'll
Get out of
leave.
my tent.
Yep. At that, eventually you guys say your last goodbyes. You have your things packed. You hit the road, heading off again towards Asteron. And Oak, you watch as those who you've come to think of as more than friends, maybe even a family for a time, ride off. The days go by. 1, 2, 3, as you are traveling further and further towards the east, a little bit south. You're mostly sticking to the forests as you had with Oak, but it's proven difficult as navigation is a little bit hard. The terrain has proven itself to be harder to maneuver with the horses than you would have thought. And you've tried to stay to some more of the flatter and lower areas. And eventually you find yourselves, after having had to skirt around a few dangers here and there, some even resembling undead. You see ahead of you as you are coming towards what you know to be the area where the Tisrain River flows through. A very, very large bridge with a city built on top of it. Which, Jacob, you would know for sure. And Diane and Rogar, you can roll, I'll say just roll intelligence with advantage. It's something you probably have heard of.
13.
Hang on, I'm rolling it.
Okay.
18 plus 1, so 19?
Yeah. All three of you have heard of this place before. It's called Bennett's Bridge. And you know it to be a town that is, or a city, I should say, not as big as a capital city, but decent size. And the entire thing is built on this enormous bridge that spans the very, very wide Tisrain River. This is one of the few places where it's actually easy to cross. And probably your best option, especially considering your horses that you want to bring with you. It'd be much easier to cross here and safer. Plus, it's been quite a few days since you've been traveling in the woods, and your supplies are beginning to run short. So as you approach this bridge/city, you eventually come through into the main streets. And I need all three of you to roll perception checks. And,
24.
okay. What'd you get there, Jacob?
21.
And Rogar?
2.
2. Okay, so Rogar doesn't notice this, but Jacob and Diana do. As you're riding your horses into the town, you're seeing all sorts of homes and businesses, and looks like there may be some inns up ahead, and you manage to kind of look down a side street. And you see what looks like a fairly well-dressed and decent-sized human male standing there arguing with a young elven girl. Or at least she looks fairly young, as she is relatively small. And a Goliath who is just kind of leaning against a wall in the back with a smile on his face, as this little elven girl is just yelling at this human man. And she all of a sudden pulls a dagger out, and you can see, even from, the 20, 30 feet away that you are, that the look on her face, she has all intent to use that dagger.
She's instantly gonna jump off her horse and take off running down the alleyway, and just kind of slide to a stop, right next to the human male and the elven girl, and be like, perhaps this can be solved without stabbing?
No, he won't give me my money, so stabbing it is.
But stabbing isn't required!
Stabbing is required.
Stabbing's not required, though! And she's instantly gonna turn to the human guy, and using her persuasion, because I'm definitely gonna try to trick this dude, she's going to be like, how about you just give the nice young lady what you owe her, and we'll call it a day.
I don't
sound fair?
have it, okay? That's what I've been trying to tell her. Okay, yes, it was wrong. It was wrong. I shouldn't.
You hired us to do a job.
I
you can't pay up.
I'm sorry. I don't have any money. I mean,
Then
The
what
next
possessions
best
do you have on you?
is
But-
one, information, and your life. So
okay.
Just slowly lower the hand with the dagger. No murder.
He's like, fine, here. And he goes and he pulls off looks to be a kind of a bracelet. It's more like a metal band than really a bracelet that goes part way around. Looks to be made of silver. Fairly finely crafted. And he's like, fine, here. He kind of, almost kind of throws it at you. You looking at it, it's pretty damn close in value, you guess, to the cost of what both you and the Goliath behind you were owed. And it'll probably do in a pinch. And he's like, now I have nothing. And he just turns and walks away. And you can hear him like, stupid, stupid, stupid idea. Oh.
He's just.
Are there any little
Turn-
pebbles on the ground?
Small. She's gonna turn back to the small elven girl and just kind of smile, just like, there. You happy?
No. Are there any little pebbles on the ground?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, she picks up one of the pebbles and chucks it at the dude's head.
Hell yeah.
It hits him in the back of the
Diet,
head.
diet.
And he goes, ah! Turns and looks at you. And he goes,
Diana's gonna turn to look at the small elf girl and just go like, thank you for not stabbing the poor man?
Believe me, I wanted to.
I can tell.
You're just gonna look over to Rogar. What the fuck do you think they're doing?
Huh? What?
And Diana, being in the presence of another female that seems to be about her age, after dealing with the small child for so long, is just gonna smile really brightly and be like, so you wouldn't happen to know where a really nice tavern would be, would you?
That depends. How much do you got on you?
Let me put it this way instead. You help us, we help you. As for the matter of gold and pricing, and she just kind of gives a sheepish grin.
Do I know where a nice tavern is?
sure, you've been around this city enough over the past few days. You can easily help them find one.
Okay.
Give you gold, but I can give you really nice stories. Keep you entertained for a while.
Give me more personal story, and you know what? We'll call it even. Give me one of your life stories.
Do you want romance, sexual, chaos, adventure, fighting? And she just starts listing off a bunch of different things.
Chaos. Chaos is fun.
Ooh. You know what? I do know this one story. I was about 16, and she's just gonna start going into a story while walking alongside this small elven girl, leading her back over to where Rogar and Jacob are.
And she'll like motion for the Goliath to follow.
I'll just
Speaking.
follow nonchalant.
Okay.
And she'll smile and be like, by the way, I'm Diana, and she'll gesture over to Jacob and Rogar and introduce them as well.
Speaking of the Goliath, Zeroth, as you look at this person speaking to your friend, or your co-worker slash friend, and this lady's other companions, you definitely notice the large red bushy tail and 2 red fox ears, and the white owl sitting on the shoulder of a man with a blindfold who looks very magic-y, as your people would tend to address them. Very familiar from descriptions you have heard in the path of things that you are trying to search for.
Trying to think how to phrase it. I want to walk up to the bushy-tailed one,
The bushy tail.
and I'm going to tap her on the shoulder, and I'm going to ask, have you traveled with another me?
Goddess it is, I guess.
I guess it is.
Mm-hmm.
Have I traveled what?
Have you traveled with another Goliath?
Briefly at one point.
What was his name?
And she's like gonna take a step back and raise her hands in like a surrendering motion. Is like, why do I have a feeling you might punch me?
I'm not going to punch you. What was the Goliath's name?
And she's gonna glance over at Jacob and then glance over to the tall Goliath dude and just like, Earthguard. That's what it was. Why? And she's gonna like take another step back.
At this point, I'm gonna be kind of stunned for just a few seconds. Earthguard is my brother.
And the moment he says that, she's gonna just go dead silent and just glance up at Jacob in like a worried, almost guilty manner.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Oh boy.
Had to go a little bit longer to get it in, and
Yeah, like an hour?
It's
No.
alright.
no, half hour.
It is 8:40. We normally end 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, so that's not an hour, 2/3 of an hour. But yes, that is where we are going to end for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys will come and join us next time. Don't forget that if you want a free tier 1 sub, okay, I am giving those away, up to 3 of them per stream. All you have to do is claim the Hook Me Up achievement with your TOGG points. It's only 5,000 TOGG points. Claim that, and I will hook you up with a free tier 1 sub. Also, tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, doing another collaborative build stream with Klein NF. And, well, I think that's about it, everyone. So, hopefully see you next time. Bye, everyone.